Yeah, okay. I figured since you were a barbarian bear, Ian, you
Hey,
were probably doing moon.
Bob, I suggest you go in the purple player because that's where Diamond sits.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
can you like see where my camera is?
I can see a profile picture. The dog. A
We
picture.
can see your mouse.
Dog. Yes.
Oh,
We can see your, but we can't see your camera. No, we just know where you're sitting, what your color is. I'm normally green. What's a color you can use that almost never shows up?
Purple. Like,
Purple.
Sia
Yeah,
can't
who is
even
that?
join.
Sia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't even have tabletop, so we just use that as reserve.
Yep. The reserve spot.
So, hey there. So we have a new player.
Yeah, Mob.
Him up.
He joined us from this other
Yeah.
Discord.
Psycho.
Normally I find people on Reddit, but instead I joined a Discord called Trials of D&D and met him on there.
Cool. Awesome.
it's the
Nice.
only D&D I've played so far, but great one. How do I?
Welcome to the group.
Thank you. So do I have to like
How do you-
claim one of these spots, or am I assigned to one? I see
Well-
all these name tags on the table.
It seems like purple's the best one to fill in for now.
It's not being used.
Once,
Color.
once you choose one, you'll automatically assign to that for the forever. I learned that the
Really?
hard way.
Yeah.
I learned that the
Well,
hard
I
way.
guess the table's saved and people's names are just like printed onto these things manually, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I typed everyone's names on there.
Yeah, so that's why it's permanent.
I see.
I'm a frog, so I've always been green.
Mm.
Could somebody lower? I just realized I didn't do this last game. Could somebody lower my arrow count by 2 to 32,
Your
or
arrow
from
count?
32 to 30? I should say.
Sure. 30. Bone
Are you not on
arrows.
tabletop today?
No, I'm at my mom's house. She had surgery on Friday.
Yeah.
All right.
He's helping out. What a noble thing to do. Helping out Mama.
What's the environment around here?
What is the environment around here? So, apparently, the environment here is Rocky Badlands. The Rocky Badlands. So you can see by the map here, there's a variety of large chunks of rock that stick up out of the sandy dunes, and then there's a bunch of sand in between with the occasional patches of either plant life, broken ground, which is a lot of like big, jagged, nasty rocks. That's rough terrain. And silt. Silt is also rough terrain, and who knows how deep it is. Don't drown in it. You might have to come up with solutions to get across silt or go around it.
Can you use a boat?
Yeah. There are boats specifically designed for going across silt. You can wade in it pretty safely, but it's like quicksand. If you get into deep silt and you go under, you cannot breathe and you might drown.
Probably
Okay, I just
more like
realized.
suffocating, but yeah.
We'll be happy to see Drick. It is Drick is your character, right, Mob?
In its trick.
No, the name is Drick.
Drick Chatal.
Drick.
He goes by Drick.
Yeah.
Chatal? Chatal.
So
People,
Chikar will
Sorry,
be
go
happy to see another bright green,
They like pack meat.
right? We have an NPC, bright green, that kind of attached himself to my character, Runsa.
Chikar. Chikar?
Chichkarn.
All right, so you might have learned a little bit about Tabletop Simulator, but you haven't learned anything about this table and all its scripting. So I can ping with the tab button, and I'm pinging over here at the purple area because there's this little token that's real important. This is your initiative token.
Oh, we're doing that now?
Yeah, well, you're about to go into combat, so we're going to need to do initiative right off the bat. And this is going to start right into it. So
Yes.
everybody roll initiative, and you're going to put it on your token there.
What did I miss? I'm 5 minutes late.
We have
What's that now?
introduced mobs,
uh,
new character, and we are going to roll initiative.
Yeah, mob
Oh,
flew
so-
down from the sky, landed, and killed the army of your.
Let's see if we can get everyone here. What about Diamond? He's offline.
We're gonna have a full house. Full
Where's the
house.
initiative tracker? Sorry, for new to. Or
But
what do I?
I got a 15.
Oh,
Alright.
there's a food bowl now.
Oh, how do I do this? Roll.
Just
So
like,
you got to hit the plus,
click
and
on it.
it'll dial up your number. Did you say 15?
yeah, I got 15.
Wait a minute, did you say he crashed from the sky?
Hey, Mob, what did you get?
So sorry, I'm still trying to figure out how do I do initiative in tabletop.
That was
Okay,
a
well,
joke.
this thing's got this scripted roller
okay.
right here. So here's a d20. I hit that button for a d20, and then this box I can put in a modifier, whatever yours is. I don't know, like 4 or 5, something like that. Let me know. What's your
You're
initiative
talking about-
mod?
Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna do that for now.
Everyone is here. Holy shit, how many people?
Well, except Diamond.
everybody's
Diamond's not
here.
here.
He is.
In the chat.
Yeah.
Oh, you made it.
He's in the VC too.
Brick's +3 initiative.
You made it. All right.
7
so
players.
for
Damn.
you, we're gonna put 3 in here, and then whenever you want to roll initiative, just hit this roll button, and it'll do it publicly, so everyone can like confirm your roll, just like this.
I put one of
Alright.
those scrolls on your table there.
Brent's-
In case you
I'm-
prefer that.
I'm just finding this stuff. I'm just seeing what you were pointing at. Oh, I see the roll. Okay. So I put the mod there and then I hit roll.
It's already got a dice and it's got a mod in it, so you can keep hitting roll and it'll keep rolling the same set of dice. Also, you can save it by clicking this button here. Now this button will always do a d20 plus 3.
That's what I'm about to ask. As
If you want advantage, you have to have 2 d20s on there, though.
So-
word.
Place.
Like these
Ninja?
buttons that say advantage, disadvantage only actually just put the word on it. It doesn't really do much.
So
got
Ninja,
an
Brentsa has 23 and Daggermaw has 13.
2313. All right. Let me get this set up here. 2313.
I also put, like I said, a scroll on your table there. If you want, you can try that. Some people prefer that than the tower two.
Has anybody not got their initiative set?
Let me see. We have to roll for it though, right?
Yeah.
Orange
do,
is missing.
You want to roll it? You want to put the full number into your initiative token.
Okay. Initiative is just a +1.
Wow, the gladiators are really looking to get into battle. They got nat 20 on that roll.
There's a-
Are
is
you,
there like a
are you
initiative
putting them all
tracker
together?
somewhere?
Ooh, I got an unnatural 20.
Or do you
Alright,
just
I'm ready.
track it yourself?
Am I on the board?
Oh wait, do we have advantage on the initiative or something?
No.
Brentsa does.
Diamond.
And
I was
she
just
used
wondering
her.
why Ninja rolled a 11 and a 20.
Nah, well,
Oh,
I'm
no,
rolling for
that
the
wasn't for me.
gladiators and for the Gith. There's 2
Okay, yeah.
factions that I have to roll for.
If somebody wouldn't mind doing my rolls, it would certainly be easier than me trying to type it out in Discord.
Oh
That
yeah.
reminds me, I only have 2.5 hours, guys.
That's fine.
Gotta be to
Oh.
work at 8.
That's fine.
I'll roll for you. What's your initiative mod?
You gonna get on the table
I
there,
already
Diamond?
rolled. I already
Oh,
did
you did?
those. I
Okay,
was just.
okay, okay.
I'm talking in general for the rest of the stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for Traxxas.
Alright, ignore that.
What
Oh,
is,
Traxxas needs to help.
Yeah. Can somebody roll for him? What's your bonus, Traxxas? Actually, it's on your sheet, I think.
It's
Where's the
18.
sheet? Your,
So you get
wait, hold on. Your
18?
initiative bonus is 18? What the fuck?
No,
No.
I
That'd be
rolled
plus
my
4.
initiative. It's 18.
Okay. Your dexterity modifier is 1. So, plus 1.
Alright, there you go. I put the 18 on his circle.
Oh, wait, no, you're including the +1.
All right. Oh, I see your roll. Right on, man. I gotta pay more attention to the Discord chat as well now that we're doing a lot of stuff in there. This is gonna be tricky. I don't have enough monitors for this, but I'll do my best.
You just gotta, like, window some stuff.
Split screen.
All right, so maybe if I crunch the Discord on the left side and make it thin, then I can just see dice results. pretty good. And then on the other side of the screen, I can do my web tab. Working on it. Here. Yeah, this could work. This could work. Gives me a little bit more real estate if I sort of manually windows things so that it fills half the screen. But now all of my tabs are really fucking small. Alright, guys. Now, where we last left off, you had decided, based on Vrence's information, that there were about 15 humanoid creatures off in the desert, miles off. At least 4 miles off. And you figure you can get the drop on them, so you sneak up. But you bring a tactical force, a force equal to the number of humanoids you intend to confront. So these are the gladiators that you've brought along with you. You've got some of these guys. This guy, you got a dwarf. You got a couple of the gladiator women in here. And Quick Wenzer, most of all. He's a real tough, half giant, very fast, very dexterous, good in a fight. So that should turn the tide in your favor, and then there's you guys, of course.
Yeah, boy.
Since you're sneaking up and you've caught them unaware while they're in the middle of a mealtime, you actually get to go before the initiative starts. So we're going to go down the initiative. I'm not going to do the Githyanki, but we'll do everybody else, because the Githyanki are surprised. Mob, we need a figurine for you. Have you picked out an image for yourself?
I've got the image I sent in Discord. Does that work? Let's see.
Sent in
I'll
Discord.
post it on
Wait a
Discord.
minute, is there a Haboob coming?
It's on the horizon.
Retro.
Hey, that works out perfectly for us. The Haboob will help mask our movements.
No. I need to
It'll
see.
blind us when we're killing these things.
Yeah.
You said they're eating, right?
Yeah,
They're having some down from
they are eating. Van was eating.
When I kill one, I'm gonna say that he passed away.
What's your name?
Oh,
What?
Mob? Your character name?
Oh, Drick, D-R-I-K.
Drick the Kreen. All right.
how the
So,
gladiators and Githyanki get so high initiative?
I got this one you want to use.
They have modified 16 and 15.
that's weird.
Christine's off.
Is it adding a d20? I thought you had to put the full number in.
Where's the tracker? Like, where do you see the initiatives?
Over on the right-hand side of the screen, about mid-screen.
Not yet. It's not
Well,
there
he
right now.
took it down.
Uh, shit. Everybody put your
it
number back
reset
in.
them.
It did reset it, yeah.
I can't. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It is going up.
That.
Vrenza
Yeah,
was
I'm on the
23, and what was the other one? 18?
Time
Uh,
Dragons was 18.
And
What
Dagger Maw
model?
was 13.
Trying to look in chat, but I don't know how to navigate this yet.
2313. All right.
Do we have to redo it, or?
Got a 15.
We just have to re-enter it. Hey, Sia, what's your initiative?
+3.
Boy.
Yeah, you have to roll the full thing.
All right.
Mob, what was your score again?
I don't know. Can't find it in chat. Should I just re-roll it?
Yeah, you can re-roll
Yeah.
it if you want
Go
to.
ahead.
So
Yep.
I just click the button, right?
So it's got a
No, what's
20.
your mod?
Yeah, +3. I think I already had it in.
And
Yeah.
I got an
Yeah,
unnatural,
D20.
unnatural 20.
Yes, so roll 1d20 and then +3. That'll be your score.
Oh, Ninja, did you see that video I sent on the Dark Sun channel?
Oh,
I think so.
so you got a 20.
There
Yep.
you go.
Unnatural 20.
Hang on. Were we using purple for soul before?
Yes.
Yes, but he
Alright,
doesn't have,
so-
but he doesn't
Is
have
he here? He's
tabletop.
not here.
So we need
Yeah, you
an
don't have
additional
to.
token for him then, so I'll make one for him.
You can use purple though right now, no? Because
He
if
doesn't
Soul
have
is not there,
tabletop. He doesn't
Well,
have
I guess this will be Mob's one then.
You have to double up on colors if everybody starts showing up.
It's basically what we're doing with Soul and Mob. Bob, what's your initiative roll?
20.
He rolled a 20.
All right, I'll put it in here.
How many people here got a 20?
So what is purple gonna be?
That's Sol.
And
Uh,
Bob.
Wait, does
What-
he actually have tabletop? Oh,
No,
he doesn't have it.
we're entering it for
What
him.
did he? What did he roll?
There's 2 people on this color.
What did Soul roll?
He hasn't rolled it yet.
20. He did. He rolled it in chat.
20.
He got an unnatural 20.
There you go.
Yeah, that's 3 unnatural 20s.
All right, now I can roll it. Okay. So I guess for the NPCs, I only have to put the mod in and it rolls for them. But for you guys, you have to put the full number in.
It's weird.
Hmm.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, there's the initiative. But you guys are going first. So, surprise round, Varenza.
Let me see. There's a cliff over to our left, correct?
Well, to your left, there's a cliff. To your right, there's a cliff. There's a ravine that runs down the middle here. There's a
Right.
silt pool in front of you. You'll have to cut around it either to the left or to the right through the gulch.
Let's see. I'm going to start moving towards the cliff to the left.
Okay.
And just a regular movement of 30.
That'll put you at the cliff right here.
And let's see. Does any of the gifts stand out looking particularly important or magic-y, perhaps?
It's pretty far. It's windy. Roll a perception check.
What's the distance between me right now and the gift?
Or you can just tell me your mod and I'll roll it.
Yeah, let me look.
Who's your
Sorry, I don't have my mod.
Is it Saul?
Oh yeah, what's up?
Okay, your character is... the closest one to you is 95 feet away.
95. Okay.
Yeah.
So my perception mod is +5.
The furthest one is 160 feet away from you.
All right. So you can see that there are 3 campfires on the horizon. There's got to be several tents, a bunch of bedrolls. There's a number of people around. It looks like they have a couple of front guards that are on alert while others are resting and eating something. And you didn't spot a couple other details, but that's it.
Okay, well, since nobody looks particularly important, I'm going to pop a shot at the closest one, and I'm going to use my sniper shot, the sharpshooter skill modifier. So my roll should be, let me see, with my longbow, which reaches the whole map, should be, let's see,
Shot's
plus
about 100
4
feet.
with advantage. Yeah, my longbow shoots 400 feet.
Nice.
So, so +4 with advantage on the attack roll.
All right, your arrow sails through the air and lands in the sand to the left of the target.
Oh, what was my roll?
I rolled a 3.
With advantage?
I rolled an 8.
+4, 12.
Yeah, doesn't hit.
Still doesn't hit. Oh, these guys have armor. All right.
Yes.
Let's see. And bonus action, I probably should have done this first. They're 100 feet from me, right?
Yes.
Okay, I don't have the range on that. So no bonus action.
Okay, right on to Morg then.
Do we have advantage now because we're hidden, or did they know we're here?
They're totally
down.
unaware of you.
Okay.
I'm going to...
Or at least
How
they were.
deep is the ravine?
The ravine is only 5 feet deep.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna jump down into the ravine and then go I'm going to dash. Or yeah, I'm gonna dash to about here.
Charging in.
That's 40 feet. Can I see any of them? Do any of them have like ranged weapons like bows or slings?
You don't see any now.
Oh, because I'm in the read.
No, I mean, like, you can see them. You don't see any ranged weapons.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna duck back down and I'll move a little bit further, and then I'm just gonna wait for the rest of my team. Or no, I'm gonna wait. I'll use my bonus action to transform a walled shape into giant hyena.
Nice. All right. Running along, transforming into a hyena as you go.
All right, that's my turn.
See ya. What's Soul gonna do? You're right there in the middle of the pack, looking out over the battlefield. There's a bunch of silt in between you and them, though.
I like go around this little rock right here. How close would that put me?
So think of this as quicksand. This discolored sand here.
That's not a rock.
That is not a rock.
If I were to go around the left side of it, not the path, like how close can I get if I were to go around it and then move towards the enemy?
Do you want to dash?
No.
All right, 30 feet will get you here. You're sort of circling around the silt without going in it.
Oh, never mind. Backward.
Okay.
Can I cast sleep on one of the targets from where I am?
No. They are way far away, more than 100 feet.
I think sleep has like a 50 feet range.
Hey, how close is the closest one?
100 feet?
100 feet.
You were trying to sneak up on them with an ambush, but this is the closest you could get before they're going to start to notice a large group moving towards them.
Is there a way I can get 10 feet closer?
Well, they're sort of moving further away by going left around the silt. If you go right around the silt, you'll be moving sort of diagonally in their direction from where you're at here.
Yeah, I want to do that.
I could put you here. And then that puts you 80 feet from the nearest target.
All right, I want to cast sleep on that guy.
Yeah.
I can cast it as a second level spell slot, right?
Isn't it supposed to be like an area effect, so it'll hit both the gifts right here?
It's highest hit points first from the closest target.
Oh, high then. That should be like a higher than level 1.
Let's see, if you cast it as a second level, you add 2d8. So that would make it a 7d8 sleep spell.
I suggest you do that.
All right. Let's try it out. You cast sleep. You're sure, right? There's no going back. All right, it's too late. I rolled it. 28 points. All right, 28 points. You tried to cast a sleep spell on a Gith guard.
Need to reload the health a little bit.
And he resists. All right, so do you have anything else? That didn't work. You moved, you cast a spell. Any bonus actions?
That's my turn.
That's your turn. All right. Unfortunately, they seem to have more hit points than your spell was able to affect.
At least we know that the guards now have at least 28 hit points.
Yep.
I mean, it's a little meta, but I mean, we know they're tough.
Gives you some info. Okay.
That's actually a pretty decent roll too.
So now, Now we got our new character. So, Drick the Kreen. You find yourself suspended from a tree in a net. You had several companions. They've all since been eaten. One by one, they've been taken away, hacked up, and served as a meal. You've been forced to watch. You've been trapped and unable to escape up until now. However, if you had some sort of plan in mind for escape, maybe you had a tool that you had on your person that you could use, some sort of small weapon that was concealed or something, maybe you'll be able to free yourself if you can cut your way out with something they didn't notice.
I mean, you have pincers, right?
Not pincers. I do have extra arms, though.
Escape was impossible until now because they were keeping an eye on you, but just now something happened that seems to be distracting them, and all the attention is looking away.
I'm trying to remember the name of the special weapon that they carry. But yeah, is that the little throwing star?
Yeah, the little throwing star is a tchotchke.
Yes. When
Or chaka, something like that.
when Drake was captured, Thrycreen recognized everything basically in the context of survival, and seeing that his compatriots were slain and that he stood no chance of fighting, rather than heroically dying on a last stand by resisting, he hid what he could, hoping that an opportunity might present itself. As he hid his Chotska, which is his ceremonial weapon that Thrycreen all learned to use, as he concealed it away, waiting for his opportunity, biding his time till he might escape without getting killed. And seeing as how there is now an adequate distraction, takes the Chotska, which he was never super into, but cuts open the net and slides out, or would like to.
All right. So, due to the shoddy craftsmanship, you're able to cut your way free pretty easily. And you drop down to the base of the tree here without being noticed right away. What do you want to do? They're all looking in the other direction.
Oh, is it one of the insect dudes?
Yeah.
So first he would like to move his, going back to my character sheet, his full 40 feet, as Thrycreen are rather a little bit faster than average. Let's see, using these tools for the first time. Ruler mode.
How many hit points do you have?
Let me check. 24.
24.
And as any way he could still have had his shield, he had it strapped on, and because it wasn't a weapon, they didn't take it off of him. Or would he have lost his shield?
All of your belongings were piled up at the base of the tree. You could use an action to acquire any of your items.
All right. He is going to go ahead and use his action, grab his shield. He travels very light, as Thrycreen do, carrying only what he needs to survive, as that's really what their lives are about. Using his action to pick up and don the shield. You do see that his... He throws a quarterstaff over his shoulder as well, but does not currently wield that, as he would go ahead and move up. Let's see, full distance is going to be 30 feet. I'm just getting used to these tools. Is there a way I could drag him and measure it, or do I describe it to you and you move him?
Give me a moment. I'm trying to fix his UI.
All right.
I gotta
If you
raise
grab
it up
them
a
and
bit.
pick them up, there'll be like a number at the base of it where you picked up your character, and then it'll be based on the grid size that's on the map.
Yeah, it should work now. If you pick it up and move it, it'll show you the distance.
Perfect. I'm going to put him back down so I can get a better camera view. I hope that was in the right spot.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yeah.
All right.
So you can move 40 feet because you already used action to pick up stuff.
Thank you. Forgot his movement speed for a sec, not used to being fast. As he heads kind of moving away from the group, already having used his action, he's not going to do anything cocky, as he just kind of moves 40 feet in that direction, away from the enemies, biding his time to use his action on his next turn.
The gift guards hear you take off through the bushes and shout.
All right. As he hears them shouting, realizing that his cover has been blown, he focuses his psionic powers as he focuses them in a way that's rather unique to him among his people, as you see his carapace change. And you wouldn't have seen this happen before. You're not familiar with him. It's something he does sometimes. But in this case, his carapace grows very dark, much darker than you might see in natural camouflage, almost black. And then you see small dots start to brighten as he takes his starry form in the form of the archer. As you see these stars beginning to light up and brighten on his carapace, he is going to use his bonus action, or using his bonus action, he uses a form of wild shape, goes into starry form, and fires off. And I just call it an archer bolt. Oop. Let's see. I got it saved here. D8.
You fire
no,
that at the same
D20.
time with your bonus action?
Yep.
Because you're using
It's
your
when
action
you-
to pick up your shield.
It's
Oh, okay.
It's when you use your bonus action to go into starry form, you can do it, and then it's a bonus action on subsequent turns. So it's part of his wild shape, as it's a. Four? Yes.
This is 10
Four
to
to
hit.
hit. Oh, 10 to hit. Sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, 4 plus 6.
Oh, I was looking at the actual die. Oh, I see. Got it. I'm used to roll 20 where it automates all that. 10 to hit.
All right. Your 10 to hit, it's not going to hit. The Gith see the attack coming and are going to swat it aside.
And that will end his turn.
Okay. Diamond. So Traxxas is here behind the silt wall. You've got your snake companion, Vin. There's a bunch of gladiators nearby. Soul took off in that direction. Vrenza took off in this direction. What's your choice?
Well, Traxxas is going to get as close to the Gith as possible.
You want to move up. All right.
Yep.
From here, let's see. You can get to there in front of Soul with a single move.
Yep, that's what I would like to do.
Just going to have Vin follow?
Vin is currently attached to my arm.
Okay, so I'll just try to shrink it and plop it onto your figurine there, onto the base. Carried. You're considered a mount at this point.
And then, as everyone can see, if unless people were paying attention to the druid of the Circle of the Stars archer over there, Traxxas is going to take his starry form.
Instant bros. Look at that. Starry forms. Two starry forms helping each other out.
Yes. So, Mob, you will see a starry drake appear.
And Drake looks over, no real emotion across his face, but if you were really good at reading emotions, then you'd see just the faintest look of surprise as he thought his story form was rather unique.
Yes. Well, now there is a massive starry drake on the field as well, and I will throw a guiding bolt at the closest Gith.
All right, the closest Gith. Do one
I thought the starry form, it was just the form of the constellation was shaped. That it changed your actual shape. I thought your body turned black, and then the constellation you chose was the constellation on your body.
I'll go ahead and link it in
it.
Discord.
We talked about it last time, and we came to a resolute conclusion that starry form is like wild shape, so you actually take the shape of the constellation.
So if you chose Chalice, there's just this giant cup walking along the field.
That's silly.
Pretty much.
You have a silly class.
I imagine it more like if you watched what is it, like Kung Fu Panda 3, and then he has like the dragon warrior kind of like astral like projection around him.
Yeah, could be.
Yeah, that's how I kind of thought of it. Is like the shape's there, but you're still you. But maybe I had it wrong.
I mean, it seems like you could leave it up to each character to flavor it however they like.
Right. Yeah. Describe it
fair
how you
enough.
wish. It's all for flavor anyway. So,
enough.
fire away. Let's see that roll, damn it.
Yeah.
Guiding bolts. Assume, what, you targeting this Gith warrior here?
Yeah.
Wait, Druids no guiding bolt.
Stories
I
do.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, Star ones
Oh,
too.
sorry for sorry for one.
I can't do that.
And they get to cast
Fine.
it for free a bunch of times every day.
That is
Oh,
really
does it
nice.
use a spell slot?
I think he can use
I'll
it
remove
equal
times
to
up
like
to your
wisdom
proficiency.
modifier.
Yes.
Hey,
Proficiency.
Ninja, do you have a? Okay, sorry. I just see where.
But I'm hoping that my starry form provides some
Ah,
form of
shit. I got
intimidation against the
disconnected.
enemy.
All right. Well, you fire a shot. Shot across the bow. It doesn't hit anybody. Maybe it's a warning shot. Who knows? Caster Blaster.
I just got disconnected.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
Great
Yeah,
timing.
Yeah,
shit
give me
today.
Hey, we'll come back to you. The gladiators will move in the meantime. So here, the entire troop of gladiators are going to move forward all as one, real quick and easy like.
Shit, I gotta restart my computer.
All right. This one's probably not going to go in the silt, so I'm going to move diagonal here. That's a single move. Make a couple rolls. Okay, they don't notice anything out of the ordinary.
If someone were to cast Pass Without a Trace on someone twice, would it stack?
No. Identical spells don't stack.
Well, as 5 paladins would just all bless each other.
All right.
Or I guess
This dude here is going to go berserk. Here, I'm going to mark him in red so don't forget while he's berserk. All right. So, let's see. These two here, they're going to take the dodge action. I'm going to mark them yellow. All right.
Because they're cowards for dodging.
Everybody draws a weapon as part of their move, like whatever gladiator weapon they prefer. Quick Wenzer's gonna dash. He's gonna go.
Of course he is.
All right, he makes it pretty far. He gets all the way to here, literally jumping over the ravine and over the heads of a couple of the gladiators, and they're all cheering as he goes. Quick Wenzer, champion of the gladiators, one of the gladiatorial champions of the free city of Tyr. He is on the move. He wants to set a good example, so he roars as he runs into battle. All right. That's the gladiators. Let's give Caster a moment to load. Do you want to move up, Caster? I can move you 30 feet forward.
I do so. I get as close to Morg as I can. Wow, what the fuck happened to my computer? I'm having a lot of issues at the moment. Fuck. What happened to all the lights?
Did you reboot? That helps sometimes.
I did, but shit's not working.
Ruh-roh.
I gotta restart. Just move me as close to like to more as can, like 70 feet, and then bonus action, attack with my psionic blades, dex and a sneak attack on the closest guy I can attack at 60 feet.
You can only do that from 60 feet, huh?
I can do it at any range of 60 feet.
All right. I don't think you can get to 60 feet. A move
I'm
got you this
dashing.
far. A dash would get you maybe to the front of the pack. But the Gith are all like 90 feet away, basically. Do you want to dash forward?
Yeah, that's what I said to dash forward.
All right.
Like
Hang on.
70 feet.
Well, you're gonna have to go through some people because there's like a line of bodies in front of you. So hang on.
Instead of actually moving up that far ahead, I wanted to do this instead. I wanted to cast Spy Growth as an action instead of dashing.
Okay. Well, that works out then because people are trying to catch up to you, and that puts them right behind you.
I'm gonna put it on. Since I didn't see anyone with ranged weapons, I'm just gonna put it on these guys in the back. I'm gonna put it. Oops. Ah.
Druid magic.
I'll keep those ones for moving for a bit.
In theory.
Hey. You stole my circle.
Oh, want me to copy paste one?
No, I gotta redo it. You change the size too.
Okay.
Whose phone is that beeping?
Nobody wants to fess up to it.
I don't know what that is.
Not mine.
Sounds like an interrupted line or something.
Where's Daggermaw gonna
Man,
go?
it sounded like. So Brensa's gonna. So Daggermaw's gonna glance over to Brensa looking for instructions, and Brensa's gonna point to Morg, and she's gonna tell Daggermaw, "Help Morg." So she's gonna go and run after Morg. So she'll dash and get as close to him as she can.
How far is the dash for Daggermaw?
So her normal move is 30. So
60?
60.
Okay.
So I know she's gonna get slowed down a bit because she doesn't get to ignore rough terrain like Brensa does.
So my computer does not fucking let me go back on it. It's got fucking blue screened.
Rip Caster's computer.
Yeah, blue screen's not good. You got Windows disk? Reinstall?
Everything is good. Like now, like I'm just giving it a west because I've been on it all day.
You think it overheated? Blue screen's usually not what you get from an overheat. You usually get like a beep and it just shuts off.
It didn't do that. It just like got like a blue. It's not one of those. It just like immediately screen went blue, but no coding, no nothing. It shut off after.
Blue screen sounds like software or driver issue.
That sounds like a power issue.
Power issue? You
Yeah.
think so? Think his power supply went? Oh, that's rough.
If you just go blue, no message, and it turns off, it's very likely. Or
Yeah, but if his power supply is bad, when he tries to boot it up, it's just going to give him a couple beeps, and it's not gonna.
yeah, but if it's a power on the motherboard though, that's a bit different.
What's going to result from a whole host of
Or what about the? I don't know. It doesn't sound like RAM, but maybe a hard drive.
Any solution as far as moving forward and being able to play?
No, sorry.
Well, he can get on Discord at least. What are you on your phone?
Yeah, I'm on my phone.
Oh god, another player doing it remote.
Oh,
It's piling up. Too many players playing remote. It's getting rough.
I wish
Okay.
you could play this game on tablet.
Yeah.
Welcome to the party, Hunter. How do you feel?
Yeah, shit.
It's a scuff night.
Yeah, a little bit scuffed. All right, we try. Technical difficulties will happen. So after Daggermaw is moved, the Githyanki don't get a turn because they're surprised. And Krius, it is all you, buddy. What are you going to do?
All I have in my hand right now is like some ingredients and my torch, and I try to move a little back because I've never used this spell before, and I don't really want to bring too much attention.
Are you casting your first fireball?
Fire.
Yeah, I sent a fireball right in the middle of these two groups there.
Fireball.
Wouldn't a Cleric of the Sun also have a fireball spell?
Hmm?
I
I'm a
said
fire
wouldn't.
priest.
Yeah.
So I aim here to try to hit as many as I can.
All right, so right on the X, everything
The
within
nice thing
range.
is that spike growth is also made of wood, so flammable.
It's 20 foot, right? It's like
20 foot radius.
Oh,
All
good,
right.
now it's on.
you should probably do it like not there. You should do it here because then you get one extra.
Okay.
This way you get both of these guys in it, this one and this one. Whereas before it was this one, but you weren't getting these two.
Okay. Yeah, I'll set it right in the middle, give them a nice wake up.
Okay, now my computer turns on. It's good now.
Sweet.
And so they have to do dex save 16. Or just to be able to save half the damage.
All right, 5 Gith. Try to avoid your fireball. They get +2. You said DC 16. None of them save.
Yep.
Wow.
Give me some damage on that fireball. Big explosion.
Yeah, I'll try to use this thing. So it's 3d6.
I think it's more than that. You should look up the fireball spell and confirm.
It's
No,
8d6.
8d6, sorry.
Always look the spell up. It really helps.
No, I was just looking at the one just above, sorry. I was looking at Flame Blade. Okay. For a total of 25 damage. Ooh, boom! So you guys will see a glimpse of light go across the field and land in the middle, and a giant explosion just sets everything in fire in the middle of all of them.
All right.
And I kind of start giggling in the back.
Giant fireball erupts. Kaboom. Whole bunch of damage is dealt.
Does it burn their fire vulnerable armor?
And I move forward just a little bit to try to follow the group from the back.
Is the burn damage from fireball lasting, or does it just like they get hit by it?
It ignites
damage.
things that are flammable, but it doesn't continue to do damage.
Oh, if this is all, I don't know. What is the rule on the trap on the floor?
Growth isn't wood, and it doesn't have any listed interactions as being flammable.
It's not like web.
Cool.
Nope.
It says they're hard spikes and thorns. Thorns are, I guess, wood, but it can be
Flammable,
like
it'll say,
petrified
just
wood.
like
Yeah,
web
it doesn't
does.
say it's flammable though, like web.
Okay.
They're magical wood. Doesn't
they're-
burn.
But they're still stuck after getting hit like that. Cool.
Hopefully they all took a bunch of armor damage too.
Unless we want their armor, so we can give it to our unarmored companions.
I mean,
Army.
yeah, we can kill people and then grab their weapons, give it to the army.
Just one little question though, because I missed last session. This combat we're in, were we scouting? Like, what exactly were we doing? What's
You
the
were
reason why?
traveling on the battle route. You had a map, and you were traveling along the route to find the Uric army. And Vrensa was using an ability to detect enemies within, well, not just enemies, to detect life, humanoid life within 5 miles. So that gave you forewarning that there were 15 humanoids in this direction. So you took a group of 15, and you came here to confront them to see if they were enemies and deal with them, or to add them as friends if they were not enemies. Whatever the case might be. That's unlikely on the desert world of Athos, but you never know. But anyway, here you are. They're man-eating Gith, so kill, kill, kill.
Well, I kind of missed that opportunity to do some diplomacy here, so I guess. Next time I won't use a fireball.
They're well known for raiding and eating people. They're not very nice.
Okay. So I guess that ends a surprise attack roll round.
All right, back to the top.
The
Psycho Frog, since you were first, you are first.
All right. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna. So there's guys that weren't hit that are in the back of the spike growth area, right?
For the fireball, yeah, they were not hit.
Okay.
Two
So
of
I'm gonna
them, to
take.
be exact.
I'm gonna forego my my movement to take an aimed shot at one of the ones that was not hit by the fireball.
Aiming towards the back.
Try
All
to,
right.
yeah, try to motivate him to move through those spikes. So it'll be attack roll with advantage +4 as the modifier.
God, you really don't want me rolling. I'm rolling nothing but 3s and 4s tonight.
Yeah. No, I asked Long to roll for me earlier.
All right, Long, you want to roll for him?
Please.
Yeah. You want me to add the modifier or just roll the d20?
D20 with advantage +4.
Okay. Roll advantage. Do I just put 1 dice and then it rolls advantage?
No, you roll the 2 dice,
Okay.
and then you hit the advantage button.
All right, well,
I'll just roll 1 more
that's going to hit.
just to see if it's crit.
Okay.
And it's a crit.
Nice.
20.
It's a crit. All right, so it will do. So crit. So 2d8 + 16 damage.
2d8 + 16. You got it. +16. Alrighty. That is 23 points of damage.
Oof.
So
You strike with debilitating force. Roll an additional set of damage dice above and beyond your normal critical roll, and the target suffers a permanent injury chosen by the DM.
so that's what, an extra d8 of damage.
Yep. See, it says for piercing, you gave him a concussion.
Only 2 more damage.
Wow. All right.
Bad damage rolls.
So I shot him in the head for 25 points of damage, and he's concussed.
Seems that way, yeah.
All right.
Nice.
It's people who like survive getting shot in the head. The arrow sticking out of it.
I'm sure
made a
he's not
note
looking all
about
that
this.
well.
It's like don't pull it out. don't pull it out. Leave it in there.
Yeah, there's brains coming out with that arrow.
This was a bad roll. So when you get a major concussion, you have disadvantage on int checks, wisdom checks, charisma checks, as well as con saving throws to maintain concentration. And it requires like a major restoration spell. Or regenerate. Ouch.
Like weeks and weeks of natural rest.
Well, he does have an arrow in his head. What can you do? You targeted the back of the row. This is... You didn't see that this was anything special, but this is actually a much older Gith in a leadership position.
Oh.
You
Oh,
have you fucked him up.
You shot the boss man.
I shot the
Look,
boss
looks
in
like-
the head with an arrow.
Yep.
Nice.
With
Looks
a
like a
crit.
magic user too, so I think that major concussion will be our saving grace.
All right, so
We
you
should
couldn't
leave him
move
alive.
because you aimed. So do you have anything else this turn?
No, all my most of my bonus actions, other than my ensnaring shot, all have ranges. So I'll
right.
just hang out here.
Well, so far so good. Shock and awe, you're really hitting them hard right off the bat before they know what's going on. So, Morg.
Boy, here we go.
I I can only run up to about 50 feet, so I'm going to run up 10 feet and then run another 10 feet and jump up out of the ravine. And I'm going to be over here and take the dodge action. Be patiently, like, I don't know, in a pouncing position.
All right. Yeah, you see this Gith warrior up ahead and a Gith monk lady. And there's another woman who's caught in the fire. Another monk over there. All of them are looking in your direction, though. They're pretty upset about taking that fireball to the face, and they have a target in sight now.
That's the problem. They should have got out of the way.
They should have dodged. If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball.
Can you dodge the flaming dodgeball?
Yeah. That explodes upon contact.
Ah,
You
yes.
can dodge a rocket, your Jesus.
I will rage as
Cool.
a bonus action. Snarling at them.
Well, that's got to be intimidating. Morg running at him, snarling. So,
Yo.
It's a giant raging hyena.
Can
Nah.
barbarians just rage on command?
Yes, they can.
limited
I wanna
times
get
per day,
angry.
though.
Unless they get I think what level
Level
was
20.
it? Experiment?
Level 20.
Okay. Then.
Then they're always angry. Like Hulk.
Yes, Hulk is a level 20 barbarian.
Kind of sad that druids can only wild shape 2 times per day no matter what level they're at until they hit level 20. They don't ever
Or
increase.
rest.
They do increase like how many hours you can wild shape though, so yes,
That's a-
that works.
It's a huge buff then.
Yeah.
Like level 20 if you suddenly like unload that.
If I were to use my action to go 30 feet forward, and then use a dash action, how far would I get?
Not that far. You'll probably get around. Maybe wait there. Because there are people in the way. Oh, baby, I think. wait.
Yeah, there's a lot of rough terrain with people.
You
in
can
the way.
go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 would put you right here. If you want to dash, you could get pretty close.
Yeah, I want to dash.
All right. You're catching up to Morg. You see Morg charging out ahead, but he moves dodgily so he doesn't take any hits. And here you are. So that was your move, your action. Any
Can I
bonus
give
action?
him Bardic Inspiration is a bonus action, right?
Yeah, right on.
Yep. So I want to
Yeah,
give
give
him
it
a
a
Bardic.
morgue.
Yeah, that's what I was about to do. I'm giving him a Bardic Inspiration.
Cool.
Nice.
Okay.
Yep.
Do I have a token for that? Is there one? Bardic Inspiration.
Six.
Can you take one out for blessing and bane? That's
Yeah.
the same thing, I think.
I'll grab them while
Every
I'm
time
looking at it.
Every time we've given someone Bardic Inspiration and Bless, they always barely pass.
I know.
And then there's
I remember.
A as well, but
I remember the slave pitch so well. Bless and Bardic Inspiration wasn't enough.
Sia, you must do this.
Do what?
In general.
No, there isn't. Let's see. We got these ones, though. Let's see. I'll bring these over.
I forgot I had Vicious Mockery as a cantrip.
So,
Well, I didn't
So
forget.
far, we only know their AC's higher than 12.
Well, I never forgot I had it. I just never used it.
It sounds like you always use it, but you never do it.
You stupid poo poo meanie boo boo face. 1d4 psychic damage.
Yeah, we know
Oh,
your
oops. Wait,
insults
why-
are
why did
pretty as they are.
I accidentally took off the rage thing.
I'll send you
I
a quick
didn't know
question
what
on
that did.
Discord, Ninja.
There's a bag of these things.
yeah, it's over by the DM screen on the left side.
Okay.
Are these Gif Yankee or Gif Zerai?
Gives their eye.
Those are the smart ones, right?
Well, they're a little bit devolved on Athos because they don't have access to their plane of existence.
So they're the psionic ones? Or is that the
They're
Gif?
still pretty strong psionics, yeah.
Alright. What would be an good insult for one? I don't know.
Chris, I don't know what you mean. Yes, we're playing with the cleric changes.
Are we?
Like whatever the Dark Sun stuff that I said about clerics applies now. Yes,
Okay.
we're playing Dark Sun. Yes, the Dark Sun rules apply to Dark Sun clerics. I don't know why there's confusion on that.
No, because the sheet, when you take a look at a sheet of the cleric that you made earlier on, they have different like level like bonuses.
I made a whole tab
I-
on the Google sheet for clerics, but it's mostly about the domains. That's the main thing.
Yeah, no, but like when you do your level progression, the information you have there is different than what we were reading.
Well, the spells haven't changed, and that's the only thing that has a level progression on my character sheet.
No, you have like you removed on your sheet, turn undead and made it like.
Now, my sheet doesn't automatically fill in any class abilities. You have to add those yourself manually. My sheet doesn't do that.
Like channel divination in yours, it's a starting second level. Turn water creatures. You can cast it as a turn undead, but it's quite different. You know all these things.
Yeah, well,
That's some of the information that we saw in the new.
there's
new
a
information.
cleric domains tab on the Google sheet. I'll link it to you. It's right here. Just refer to
I
that.
have an insult for the
It's been there
vicious
for months
mockery.
and months and months.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And that's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, that does apply. That's what you're supposed to be using.
Wait, hold up. So
The-
fighting is 20% off.
That's what I'm asking because the information from the document that we were reading, like the on clerics, some of that information is different.
I know. That's why I made the Google sheet. That's why this exists. Do you get it?
Google Sheet trumps the PDF.
Yes.
Okay.
Always. The Google Sheet only exists because I need something that says the PDF is wrong, and this is the rule you're supposed to use.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Moving on. Hey, Mob.
Yes.
It's all you, buddy. What do you do?
All right. I don't know how to use those cool little circles or draw a square, so I'm just going to do this little draw function here and draw a box. As he's going to continue to move away, but first he's going to look back as he channels, as Drake channels his sonic abilities, into the ground beneath these three folks right here. As he mutters the incantation, channeling his sonic abilities, and you see roots and vines rise up and attempt to entangle those three individuals. That is a strength save, DC 14.
Okay.
That area is also difficult terrain as long as Drake maintains concentration, which he will do as while they're doing those saves. He's going to continue to move. Before he moves, actually, did he see visually anything that distinguished that one particular one as the leader, or not really? No reason to think one's more important than the other.
So I usually won't give you much information on him unless you say, I'm going to make a perception check and try to, like, or maybe like an insight on somebody, maybe to glean
good.
some information.
Just checking. Drake is getting the hell out of there as he is trying to survive. So he thanks these folks for their fine distraction and tries to move his token. There
All
we
right.
go.
They have +2, so 22, 14, 8. What was your DC?
14.
Okay. So 2 of them save, 1 of them does not. I'm going to mark this one in red. And you said, what's that, restraining?
Restrained, and the area remains difficult terrain. As the vines come up and 2 of them fight free of the vines not being restrained, Drake, still in his archer star form, conjures another archer bolt and fires it towards the restrained one. Attack with advantage.
Ooh, she struggles. 24.
24.
Solid hit.
All right, that is the 8 plus 4. Yeah. I'm gonna go back and clear. And D8 plus 4. Roll. Last roll, and I'm gonna confirm. Yep, D8. Cool.
Hit. All right. You hit her right in the boob, and she cries.
As he fires off the starry bolt with his bonus action, he will end his turn.
All right. So, the Gith are quite surprised. Traxus.
Well, Traxus will move closer to the fight yet again. And if possible, I'm going to get a spike growth on that forward group.
This one?
Yeah, the one that you're headed towards.
All right, a move will get you to the far side of the silt pool here, and let's find out what the distance is. What's the range on your spell? 90?
Spike growth is 150-foot range. And it creates a 20-foot radius circle.
Okay, you can pretty much put it on anybody you want then. Do you just want to try to get a big cluster?
You said you wanted
Yeah.
somewhere on the closer group, right here?
Yeah,
Are you watching on your phone?
on the forward attack group.
Okay,
on the
so
forward.
20-foot spike growth. If they move in there, they take damage.
Yep, and they also have to make a strength check to avoid being restrained.
Nope. That's
Spike
entangled.
growth? That's not what spike growth does.
Nah, it just does
Spike
damage
growth is
when you move.
difficult terrain and
Yeah.
damage if they move.
And they don't see it unless they make a wisdom perception check.
Right, so
They
you
do
can
if
trap
they
people
follow
into
the
it.
cast.
That's pretty cool. So, wisdom perception, or they won't even notice it. They'll walk right into it, take a bunch of damage, and get stuck.
You can hear me. They do see it if they saw the spell be cast, or they notice it.
Yeah, you have to lay it as a trap, like around the corner or something like that.
I don't know. Like, you caught them by surprise. Is it like an obvious magical effect? Is that what they're saying? Like, you
Because
have-
they
I
see
mean,
him
they would
cast it.
know that unless they know what the spell is, they're not gonna know like what the effect is doing. They're just like hearing you chant some shit, like
I
moving
mean,
your hands.
I don't know. Rules is written. They know what it is, but they see you cast it.
I'd say they might fall for it the first time and not the second. Who knows? There's not a lot of druids around.
I don't see
No.
it in the thing that they know what the spell is, unless that's like
No,
something
but it
else.
says in the description that they only don't notice the camouflage only affects them if they didn't see you cast it.
It's debatable whether they would have seen you cast it. A lot of them were asleep, so they didn't. But there were some that were on guard who would have.
Like these two over here.
Although after Fireball
But
went
I
off,
didn't-
none of them were asleep at that point.
I'd say probably nobody saw morgues, but they probably saw Traxuses since they're in combat now.
Yeah.
But are they really focused on Traxus?
I mean, they see you cast. It's not like they're blind.
They see my cloak of my constellation around me, but I mean that inky blackness probably hides me.
That reminds me, can you cast like while you're in your wild shape cloak thingy? Because
Yes.
I cannot. Okay.
I can't.
All right.
In fact, my starry form allows me advantage on my concentration checks.
No kiss. There, caster. It's your turn. It's your move.
Okay, I was muted. Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
Is going to dash action and then bonus action attack. Hang on, I guess I lost my character sheet.
Just so you know, where like if we try to move through that, we're also going to be hurt by the spike growth, right?
I know
Diamond?
that's why we let them.
Okay.
That's why we let them come to us. Although you're raging, so I don't think you'll care.
So... Okay, then white being like this, so I don't get attacked by y'all. One whip.
You throwing a psychic dagger?
Yes, I am. That is going to be a... Is 20 unnatural 20 to hit? It's going to be a...
You targeting this warrior or this monk here? The warrior. All right.
Yeah. And we'll take 6 of psychic damage.
Mm-hmm. First damage on him. He reels as he suddenly has a migraine.
Good. You feel me.
All right, so the gladiators still roaring and charging forward. I'm going to do quick ones are separate because he's fast. Let's see.
Finally, some action. Does anyone watch Invincible?
Quick Windsor runs to here. He saw you throw down the spike growth, so he doesn't want to step into the area where he sees it. So from here, Quick Windsor is going to throw a javelin with all his might. I'm rolling it on my table. I'm rolling nothing but low numbers tonight. His javelin with a 2 sails right over the head of this monk here. Whoosh. Total whiff. Quick Windsor points his finger and says, "Are you ready? I'll break you in half." And the monk just like arches an eyebrow at him.
That sounds familiar. Was that an impression?
That was Macho Man Randy Savage.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Does Bardic Inspiration stack?
No.
No spell
With
effects, no effects
itself?
that are there will stack.
No. It says I can only have one at a time.
It might stack with DM Inspiration. I'm not sure on that one, though.
All right. This berserker here runs up next to this gladiator and encourages her by punching her hard in the shoulder. He has an 18 to hit. He does 3 damage. He roars to maintain his berserker rage. Okay. Did I miss any gladiators? I don't think I did. That's all of them. Well, I don't know. This was a move. Maybe they could dash. Let's see. They're going to be bold. They're going to dash. So here's all of your barbarians running forward and screaming "Rah!" as they charge up out of the ravine towards the enemies. And after the gladiators, it's Daggermaw's move. He's following Morg still, so 5, 10,
Yep.
15,
She's going to
20.
keep following Morg. And
40, 45. How much movement? This is 50
she's got
right here.
30.
Okay.
So she's probably going to
60.
she's probably gonna have to dash to keep up, huh?
Yeah, she dashes. She gets within 10 feet of Morg here.
Okay.
All
She's
right.
getting there. She's very happy. Her tongue's hanging out. She's got little yips coming out of her.
He's like, yeah, bigger doggo, hyena, right next to me.
Can animals receive Bardic Inspiration?
No, they have to be able to understand all of your inspiring words. These animals can only generally understand command words.
It could just be music. You could like animals can be happy with music.
Does it say like a spell you can do it on animals too?
This is a magic
just as a
animal.
creature other than yourself.
So Daggermaw understands common
Okay.
and has
Daggermaw's
an
special.
intelligence of 8.
Oh, okay.
So I'd still give it DM rule whether or not she can get it, but she's intelligent enough and understands common.
Do we have a bard in the group?
Yeah, that's me.
Got it.
So, but yeah, I guess I'll leave it up to Ninja as to whether or not she counts enough, if that works or not.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. She understands common. That's all it takes.
I mean, shoot, if somebody used int as a dump stat, she might be smarter than a party member.
All right, I've got a bunch of Gith to do, so let me sort of think about this for a second. The Gith Warrior is pretty easy to deal with. So the Spike Growth is going to do 2d4 as he moves through. I got some dice here. I'll just roll it. So he takes 4 damage, and he's going to move towards Norcus. All right, so this Gith warrior runs up on Norcus, and he's going to give you a mighty slash with his blade. Hang on, let me reset this.
Bleach.
Chop!
Critical fumble.
Okay, so he swings his blade, and he's got a 20 unnatural.
Ooh.
That's a hit, right, Narcus? Caster? You muted again?
He is muted.
All right. Well, that's not right. There's an extra D20 in there
You
for some reason.
take.
You take all the damage. No, it's not that much. That's absurd. That's a huge damage. No, it's actually 8.
Modifier went from 6 to 2.
So that puts him at 35. All right. And then this monk is going to run forward. No, the monk is going to do... Well, taking 2d4 damage from moving. I rolled 2. The monk is going to do an acrobatic... Or no, as an action, the monk is going to cast Jump. And then jump clear of this by 20 feet.
Alright, I'm back. What did I miss?
You got hit.
You got hit for
hard.
8 damage by this Gith that ran up. This Gith here,
What did he hit with?
Sword.
Sword.
Slashing damage.
I know. What was the attack roll?
20.
Oh yeah, then definitely hits.
No, it wasn't a nat 20. It added up to 20. 16 plus 4. Okay, so this monk, after casting the jump spell, is able to jump 20 feet clear of all of the spaces of Spike. And then with the last bit of movement, we'll step here and then do... let's see. Monks have a bonus
large,
action.
by the way. I'm large hyena.
What?
I'm looking.
Do I have Sentinel? I forget if I have Sentinel or not.
Nah, I guess that's all I can do. Alright. These ones in here, they got hit by the fireball, and they're pretty unhappy about it. They're gonna... They're going to Misty Step 30 feet. So 2 Gith suddenly appear right here. 1 Gith appears here and then moves here.
How many squares did he move?
Misty Step, 30 feet teleport.
Oh, teleport, okay.
And then they can still walk like an extra, whatever.
It's a bonus action, that's cool. Alright, so after Misty Stepping and moving, so this Gith Warrior is going to try to hit Quick Wenzer, gives him a good old chop. It hits Quick Wenzer, it's going to do 6 damage. Quick Wenzer shouts in pain as his leg takes a cut. These 2 Gith Warriors here are trying to hit Morg, so... The first one swings a sword at Morg, and he's only got a 10 to hit, which doesn't hit. But the other one's a monk, and he's going to do a uppercut, but he only has 6 to hit.
Disadvantage. Okay.
So neither of their attacks hit.
Snarl at wiggle. Really wiggle.
Down here, Spike Growth does 7 to this warrior here, putting him at 32 damage, and then he's going to Misty Step to here, and then he's going to move.
I've been taking 2d4 per square.
I do the cat wiggle.
Dude. This dude.
All right, this one with this monk here is flanking on Norcus, so with advantage, this one's going to chop. I rolled a 2 and a 4. I just can't win with these dice tonight. Okay, so you're lucky this Gith warrior rolled so bad. He swings wildly and misses completely. This one's going to Misty Step to here and then move.
Their surprise and their injuries from all the fireballs and stuff makes them swing bad.
All
Being
right.
on fire. The
This
great
one
weakness of it.
gets up in here and is going to attempt a...
Wow. This is
And-
not
All of them have
this,
Misty teleport. Or
That's a
Misty
Gith
stuff?
ability they all have. This one comes in here and
damn,
takes a swing
okay.
at Norcus with a 13 to hit. That doesn't hit either.
wow. These all 6 of these people are going to get hit by one move I'm going to do.
Should not be using spike growth. Then. What a waste of it.
Are you going to be
Level
using
2 spell.
Thunderwave?
All right.
We didn't know they could teleport at will,
Yeah.
Mark. So I mean,
What's
Yeah.
the-
live and learn.
It was-
I mean,
it was good-
what are the
it was a
odds
good
that we
idea.
run across people that can teleport at will? I mean,
It does do some area denial.
It's probably
Force
not at
service?
will though. Normally those bars are like once a day or something.
no, but at will meaning it's like it's an inherent ability. They don't have to be a caster.
How many gifts have died so far?
I always thought at will was like it means like it's a cantrip. You can use it as often as you want.
Oh, okay.
Like fire will.
They actually don't have
Fair
at
enough.
will. They have 3 times a day.
Okay.
No.
So it's
And it's a set of
Which is a lot.
abilities, so it's like they have 3 uses of a set of abilities. It can be jump, Misty Step, or non-detection if they don't want to be found.
You already found though. Too late.
All right. Hey, Drick.
Oh.
Master Fruck, the Gith Master, looks at you. He looks deep into you with his third eye and penetrates your mind and your brainstem with his psionic power, and he strikes you down with all of his psionic might. I'm going to need you to make a save. Let's see. It's going to be DC 15.
Sorry, what kind of save?
DC 15, Wisdom.
20 roll. Wisdom is +6. So 22.
Dang, you got a fat wisdom modifier.
All right, so
Druids be wise.
that could have done a lot of damage. That was Phantasmal Killer. That's a 4th level illusion spell. He tried to crush your mind with phantasms of your own doom and demise, but you have a strong will and you withstand his onslaught in your brain.
Rix begins to see these phantasmal images start to rise from the surrounding terrain, but enters his survival mode as his adrenaline kicks in, and as he has grown up, always focused on survival, pushes back the psychic invasion.
Yeah. A couple of the Gith are going to throw ranged weapons at you. They produce small obsidian daggers from hidden compartments in their clothing or from a belt, and they throw. One of them's got a 19 to hit.
19 hits as Drick raises his shield, and between that and his naturally thick carapace, he has an AC of 18.
All right. Well, it does do 4 damage to you as you have a dagger sticking out of your arm now. The other one, unfortunately, really flubbed that with a crit fail nat 1. And on a nat 1, it says here, you lose your balance while attacking. You fall prone and lose the rest of your movement. Good thing she already moved. But anyway, I'll knock her over. She goes to throw a dagger, and her foot totally slips out from under her, and she tumbles down to the bottom of the ravine.
And +2 for my concentration save.
Loose.
11.
in the river.
Just maintain it.
This Gith tries to break free. I roll 16, which breaks free. Moving with rough terrain, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, and then these ones, they were not restrained, so they don't have to use their action. To there. To there, and then Misty Step, blink, blink, Oh no! Drick, you're suddenly surrounded by a hungry Gith. The Gith in front of you, this woman snarls, "Food escapes! Eat it fast!" And she tries to slash at you with a single chop. Ooh, another 19. Her short blade cuts you for 8 damage.
That one hurt.
That one.
As Drick knows, sometimes you're the hunter or predator, sometimes you're the prey.
What was the first damage? It was this one
It was 4.
8 and 4, so you're down 12.
I am just on the bloodied side.
Wow, your hit points are kind of low. What level are you?
3.
3.
Okay. And you have 24 hit points at level 3. Oh, that's rough. Okay. Yeah, the Gith moved in on you. These guys shout, "Master!" And they're gonna... No, not the bush. These guys. They're gonna try to run to protect their boss. So...
The bus uses his movement. It turns out they were all alive.
And then Misty Step to here. Boop. So move, dash, Misty Step. A lot of movement. They're closing the gap between the boss man and themselves. They want to protect him because they were on guard duty and they fucked up by allowing an ambush to catch them unaware. So that's the last of the Gith Yankee. Gramorn.
Yeah, it's on the opposite side of them. It's not their fault that the ambush happened.
Right.
This Git monk is on our side, huh? Is it? Or...
No, none of them.
Oh, that's one of them. Okay.
No, she just fell prone. She's not on our side.
And we see that this crane here is being like kind of detained in the corner, though.
Oh, yeah. The
Being
Thrycreen
ganged up
burst free and tried to run, but is now being surrounded over there.
But I don't recognize it. Huh? It's just.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a
Random food.
random Thrycreen you've never seen before. It's not the one you've seen Varensa talking to.
There's a lot of stuff going on over here.
Oh, yeah, you guys...
Does anybody besides Brensis understand Thrycreen, or is Brensis the only translator?
Nobody else. Unless... Well, Mob does now.
Okay. Well, that's why I'm asking.
Wait, do you actually understand Chinchkar, or do they? I thought they just communicate telepathically.
Both.
Oh, okay.
Both. But Brensa, it's not like I didn't write it up in her background, but if I picked she gets to pick an extra language, and so I picked Thrycreen because in the back of my head I was kind of thinking she spent so much time out in the wilderness. It kind of makes sense with her kind of like hunter background. She would have interacted with Thrycreen nomads regularly. Picked it,
The master.
but she can't speak it because.
Sorry, the one that is a bit charred over here. I'm gonna shoot a fireball to that one. This one I'm gonna use for attacking this one.
Could you ping it? I'm not sure which one you mean.
There's a bunch that have like 25 damage on them.
This one over here that I'm holding.
Oh, that's the one with the arrow in his head.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't hit by a fireball.
Just hit by an arrow that did just as much damage.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna change. I gotta change my card after this.
Guys, should I use my alchemist fire?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Do I hit with a 25
Hell yeah.
with 13 fire damage?
Nice.
I shoot a fireball to this one over here. And that will be the end of my round. I made my movement.
Master Farak didn't like that. It hurt. Man, he couldn't even use shield against that. That was too strong a hit.
That's the way I like it.
Mm-hmm. You gotta roll so high he can't even shield. Okay, well, if you're done, just then at the end of the initiative, there's a rumble, and way in the back, this silt pit back here, as you can see, it's got a second ring. Now, it's pretty shallow in the first area here, but this inner ring is way, way deeper. And the reason it's deeper
Giant sandworm.
is because a silkworm lives there. The silkworm hears the fireballs erupting through the earth and will emerge from the sandy dunes and emit a piercing roar.
If I could talk while I'm an animal, like, why the fuck would you guys camp near this thing?
I'm guessing they didn't realize that there was a worm, a sandworm there.
The giant.
Sorry, silkworm.
The silkworm is a snake with a hard chitinous shell that measures over 50 feet in length, commonly seen flying through the air during the day searching for prey, but rarely attack until dusk, when they assume their shadow form and sneak into a camp to attack. That's why I called this ambush Inception, because this ambush predator was getting ready to eat all these guys when you ambushed them.
What the? What is that?
It flies.
So-
excuse me.
Yeah. No.
Is that a tapeworm? Is that a sand tapeworm?
It is a silkworm.
Get, go, and push, Drake.
All
Get
right.
ambushed by us, and then all of us get ambushed by the worm.
So this is going to trigger a new initiative. So I'm going to add a new NPC mob.
We have to reroll.
Do we
Y'all
reroll?
got to reroll, yep.
Everybody's surprised and it interrupt the fight, I guess.
The crazy burst of sand flying into the air as this giant roaring silkworm emerges is so disruptive that everybody's shocked for a moment before they can react, and so
Hey, look at that. Same roll.
this new
I
initiative.
accidentally rolled
20.
multiple.
Mm.
I didn't
Mine is
clear
seven.
mine.
You could always just take like the first roll as long as they're d20s. I don't know if those are.
I don't know if those are both d20s. Is there a way to check?
No, you should just reroll
Alright.
that.
Okay. so
I got a 20.
Oh, they are both D20s. The colorful the purple number is the D20. The plus whatever your color is that's your modifier. So your dark purple number 2, that's the dice roll.
No, I had rolled 2 dice by accident, so I don't know if that 1 and 7 were both d20s. I think one might have been a d8 for my damage dice. So I'm at 5.
They don't roll in ascending or descending order, so usually you just take the first.
All right. So what have you got?
Okay, so a massive tapeworm just ascended out of the ground, right?
Yeah, but you got to roll initiative.
Oh, okay. Just a new round of combat, I'm guessing.
Sort of. I had to add a new creature, so it requires a reroll.
All right. And I got a 19. What does that place me on the initiative?
We don't know yet.
Okay. And we need Diamond too. Did Diamond leave?
11.
11. All right, cool.
No, just patiently waiting for everybody to calm down.
I forgot
How
you're.
far can I-
I forgot you're not at the table tonight.
No, can miss fire.
Brent's and Daggermaw. We need those
Brensa has 20 and Daggermaw has 14.
More 20 bros.
Yeah, Alchemist Fire only go 30.
too. So hey, Mob sent me a message and asked, is it normal for combat to take like 30 minutes between turns? And I would say no. Can you
This is
guys-
my first time in this this group. I wasn't sure if this pacing is.
Yeah,
typical
I
for you guys.
apologize that your introduction is directly into a massive combat. I'll try to speed it up.
You would have hated Darkest Dungeon.
Well, it just seems like there's a lot of distractions.
Like usually,
we all have ADD.
usually this game is like a ton of RP and NPC interactions, and then the combats are few and far between. But you guys are heading out to war, and so this just happens to be like one of the major battles. It's actually the only battle they've had in 3 in-game days of traveling.
It's just that it's been an hour and 40 minutes, and we're 2 rounds. We're on to the 3rd round.
Well, the way it'll speed up is that things will start to die very, very quickly, and then as they drop off, the turns will go much, much quicker. It's just the first couple rounds are a beast because there's 15 enemies, a bunch of gladiators, and then everybody's turn. And you know, people could go a little bit quicker if you wanted to be more efficient. You could probably speed it up a bit. There is a bit of crosstalk on other people's turns we could dial down. So, on that note, Morg just got real big, right?
Yeah, I turned into a large hyena, so I'm gonna attack this one that looks like it got roasted a little bit. So I'm gonna try to eat him. I do, what is it, 2d6, I think? But why can't I see my description?
$2d6 plus 3.
Okay.
The middle one, the lady.
It's the one that has 25 damage. Yeah, the lady. I thought it was a man.
Hard to tell. They are Gith.
Oh wait, I'm raging, so it's plus another 2 damage.
Yeah.
So this is... Wait, did I already roll the hit? No, I didn't roll it, did I? Alright. No, I didn't roll the hit, sorry.
You can do it. Roll the
it's
hit.
plus 5 to hit. Roll it. Oh, it's a critical.
Nice.
So I roll twice as many d6s.
Yeah.
So it's 46. And the modifier stays the same, right?
Modifier stays the same,
Yep.
but you roll extra dice.
Okay. This is 15 points of piercing damage. As she dies, I bite into her. Rip open her abdomen.
All right, you blast her for like 40 damage. She's a
40.
monk. Well, she has a total of 40 damage now.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, she totally gets splatted by that. You bite her head off or something.
Alright, cool.
Ka-chunk! And she
As...
dies.
Alright, I can use Rampage to use my bonus action to attack after I have killed something, so I will roll to attack. Oops, doesn't include
Hey.
dice.
Wait, what subclass are you?
I'm a Circle of the Moon Druid.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna bite this slightly more fresh Gift Monk over here. And roll to hit. This one is only 11 hit.
Yeah, she dodges sidestepping with grace.
Okay, that was my action, and bonus action, I'm not gonna move anywhere, and that's it.
Cast a blaster.
Alright, yeah. See this guy? See this guy right here? Hey, he's gonna die.
The one in the middle? That's a lady.
No, I'm the one I pointed at. But...
I wasn't real close. Was it the one on the end here?
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, he is the one getting flanking on you. He is the dangerous one.
that's an actual 20. I don't have an ice knife on the on over here on like roll 20, so I gotta do it manually.
Sorry, where'd you roll?
And that 20.
Where? Is it in Discord? Is
Well,
it in the table here?
And that's gone. Okay, I'll re-roll again then. Eh, 24. And he takes 19 piercing and cold damage.
Oh, I see it. There it is. 24. All right.
and that's with 19, and then 12, and the other ones need to make these two need to make deck saves, DC 13, and they're gonna take 12 cold.
Okay. This one fails. This one saves.
12 cold, he takes 6. This dude's dead because he's 19.
19 damage did kill him. Yeah, he drops. A solid chop, and he drops like a sack of potatoes. Kathunk. You done?
Nice. And then, no, next attack, I'm here, and won this one. 23 to hit.
23 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for the first time. It's like, you're on the table. Why am I not seeing it in the text chat? You did it in Discord. 6
And
more
he
damage.
takes 6 psychic.
All right, so that was against the lady in the middle, right?
And I
She's going to go down too.
No.
All right.
good.
You drop 2 of them
Good.
in one turn. Thwack, thwack, they
And
drop.
I'm gonna go around so I don't get an attack opportunity and go around to this guy.
That monk punches you in the spine for your efforts. I rolled a 2, though. It didn't happen.
Yeah, fuck him.
The spine? Jesus Christ.
And that's all I got.
Varenza, what do? You want to take another shot from the distance here?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm thinking about. So everybody pretty much moves. I can't aim shot at anybody. So she's got to move 30 feet closer to the battle and take. She's going to cast as level 1 ensnaring shot on her bow and shoot another arrow at the guy that she hit last time. It's got the arrow sticking out of his brain. So, Morg, if you could roll, it'll be D20 plus 8, no advantage. Sorry, D20 plus 9.
There's a Gith bodyguard standing between you and
20 plus
him.
9.
Ignore cover.
All right, never mind.
Okay, that is a 12 plus 9, 21 hit.
Hits. You're killing my boss.
So,
Come
ensnaring shot goes off, so now I'm concentrating. And so what ensnaring shot does is he has to do a strength save, DC 13.
Nope, can't do it.
So he's restrained and takes an extra D6 damage every round at the start of their turn. For this turn, for the hit, he's going to take a D8 plus 6 damage.
Yep, the arrow plus the extra from the spell effect, right?
No, the plus 6 is just plus 4 for my dex mod and then plus 2 for favored enemy.
Oh, okay.
Anyone
So the
injured?
damage from the thorny
8
vine
total.
don't.
The big boss, the levitating one over here, Master Frank.
Yeah.
AMP
So-
rolls are hot garbage.
Any players
So-
injured? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
So the big guy with the arrow sticking out of him, he is now restrained until he uses a full action to do a strength check to break out.
You said
And
D8 plus
every-
6. I'll roll it. It's 10.
Oh, okay. I already rolled it, but okay.
Where?
It's a 2 plus 6, so 8.
Oh, all right.
It's like you got
I don't like
shot
that
in the
one because
arm
it
and then
doesn't
the-
show me what it's rolling.
So,
like you can't tell what type of dice it is.
Right. It's a little hard. Oh well, that's good enough. So, yeah.
So he's restrained. He has to do a strength roll of 13 to break out, add to the action. And at the start of every turn, he gets a d6 of damage.
You're upsetting him. He's very unhappy. He's taking too many hits.
And Vrensa is also concentrating now if you want to add a token to her, or I'll just remember.
Yeah.
And that is all my actions. Because I moved, bonused, and attacked. Yeah, that's it.
All right. What's Soul gonna do, Sia?
So what are the closest enemies to me?
The
Are they within 60 feet?
Oh, hey, Ninja, I just figured something out, by the way. For, like, the dice rolls, you can actually tell what type of dice they are based on the color, so...
Oh, I need like a
the-
list of what colors are what. That would help.
The navy blue color is a D4, white is a D6, the reddish maroon is a D8, green is a D10?
Is anybody else
Yeah,
concentrating on a spell right now?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Spike growth
Wait.
is just a cast and
Spike
forget.
growth is a concentration. No, spike growth is a concentration.
There
Wait,
we go.
Mord,
I wasn't
remember,
doing anything.
Mord, remember you have Bardic Inspiration?
It is.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. If it was for, wait, what was my hit on the other one? It was like a 10? I can roll these things. Oh, I'll use it later. or said it failed.
So, Solo, what did you want to do?
I had 11.
Are there any enemies alive within 60 feet of me?
Hell yeah. Let's see. You could go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and a single move will put you right up near this monk that Morg has been fighting.
That could have maybe.
Are we still
been my
using
turn.
Grit and Glory? And if so, can I still inflict
Yeah, we
bleed?
are.
Is that a Darkest Dungeon thing?
That's a Darkest Dungeon thing, sorry.
Okay.
I mean, Grit and Glory sort of has it if you do massive damage and they fail a save, but not normally. So.
Are there any special properties I can do with the dagger?
No, not really. If it's a parrying dagger, you can parry with it. Probably not, though.
All right. I am just going to attack then with my daggers.
You run up, you stab at a monk. The monk tries to dodge. What's your attack roll?
Plus 5. 21.
Totally good hit. You stab her in the ribs. How much damage you got?
That'd be 5 damage.
Mm.
And can I use my bonus action to attack on my second dagger?
Yep.
All right.
Offhand attack. If you don't have the dual wielder feat, though, you can't add your dex to the damage. You can only
That's
do
why I
it
have a
with dice
single
roll.
level in fighter, so I can pick a fighting style. And I chose 2-weapon fighting.
All right. Did I get that backwards again? It's the 2-weapon fighting gives it to you?
It gives you that you can everyone could always attack, but you can't add your proficiency modifier on the second attack. Or 2-weapon
Ability
fighting.
mod.
Okay.
Yeah.
Another hit.
Yep. 4 plus. That one did 4.
The monk cries out in pain as you stab her a couple times. All right, so the gladiator's still roaring and charging forward.
They're the slowest gladiators ever.
All right. 30, 10, 15, 20, 25. All right, this one gets here and gives Morg flanking. These two fighters here.
Hey, did I have flanking when Sol was in the middle over here? Or who was that? Norcus? Or Norcus was over. Did Norcus move or was he always there?
I moved. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, then I would have had advantage on this Gith monk, right?
Too late now.
Oh, okay. Retcon.
All right. Gladiators charging forward. These ones here, all 4 of them pull javelins, and all 4 of them are going to move to within 30 feet, and they're going to throw their javelins at this Gith warrior that's got 25 damage. Four javelins sail through the air. Kathunk, 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 kathunk. The result is hit, crit, hit. Shit.
Oh, he
This
did.
gladiator dying.
Holy shit, that rhymed. Hit, crit. Holy shit.
All right, this Gith warrior has been decimated by 4 javelins to the face and drops dead. Is that all my gladiators? No, Quick Windsor is still here. Quick Windsor's got reach, and he's going to attack this Gith monk with an attempted grapple. So, roll my dice here. I rolled another 3. Can you believe it? Offhand attack, double weapon. He's got a 15. That actually landed, but the off end of his weapon only hit for 7 damage. All right, whacked in the skull. That's all the gladiators. Krius, what does Grimorn do?
So there's a giant brawl now.
The fight's intensifying. A bunch of people have just dropped dead.
We got a lot of force here. Is there a new potential friend here that might need some help?
Yeah, he's in a rough spot. He really needs help. The gladiators are moving in that direction, but
He's getting hit too. Huh?
let's see. Have you killed 7 of these guys yet? No, only 4. After you kill like half of them, I'll make a morale check.
I will shoot a series of scorching rays, one on each of them.
Ping it. Where are you at?
I am at over here, and I'm gonna be these 3 that are surrounding our new buddy, our friend there.
All right. So Scorching Ray, you're targeting what? This one and this one?
Yeah, these 3 that are surrounding.
Oh, you got 3 shots, right? You can target 3 targets?
Exactly.
Cool. All right. Bunch of Scorching Rays come flying in.
Maybe try to distract them away from him.
Yeah. Put a little pain on them.
15, 22, and 19 to hit.
All of those will hit.
So one takes 6 damage, 6 damage, and 6 damage. What? Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Pretty consistent, yeah.
Yeah, it really
Those
was.
are all different D6 rolls.
Yeah, I was kind of confused. I was like, did I screw up something? And then I move back just a little bit towards the inside.
Okay, so the Gith Yankee are being pressed really hard, but they haven't lost half their number yet, so they're still in pretty good fighting form. But the Master here is taking a bunch of damage, and he's being pressed by these guys, and he takes a d6 damage right now, which I'll roll it. It's 2 damage. And he's restrained, so he's got to try to break free of that with a strength check that I rolled a 2. Can you believe it? I'm not rolling over a 5 tonight. Okay, so he can't do anything this turn. This Gith monk here is going to try to attack this gladiator with his sword. He chops. He misses the gladiator. This Gith monk here is going to get up, and the gladiator uses his reaction to try to chop them, but misses. The Gith monk is going to make a flurry of blows. He rolls a 6, a 7, and a 1. Crit fail. None of those hit. Unbelievable.
And the crit fail card.
You miss an attack and gaze upon the chaos of the battle, causing your confidence to falter. Disadvantage on your next attack roll. Okay, so this Gith monk now has disadvantage. I'll mark it there. Okay. Over here, we got these 2. This monk here is going to do flurry of blows against Morg. So Morg, I've got, let's see, that's an 8, doesn't hit. That's 13, doesn't hit either, right?
Nope, AC 14.
And losing my dice. And a 9, doesn't hit. This Gith monk over here is going to do the same thing, flurry of blows. Oh, that's a 19. That'll hit.
Okay,
so
yep.
he punches you for 7 damage, and then the second punch comes in. That's an 18.
Yeah,
That does another 7 damage, and then he tries to do like a crescent kick to the balls, but he only rolls a 2. He's trying to get flashy, so he missed. This Gith warrior over here sees that this Berserker Gladiator's charged up on him, and he's going to swing on that Berserker Gladiator with his weapon, and he missed. The Berserker Gladiator cries because his rage will end. Damn it. I'm going to turn him white now because he's no longer raging after that.
He didn't make an attack.
He did not attack. He had to dash to get there. He was hoping he would be hit. All right. The master here says, protect me! This Gith warrior runs over to help. Drake, would you like to do something?
Let's see. I have not cast Shillelagh yet, but don't really have any other reactions, so why not? That is a +1. All right, let me go over my dice over here. Just gonna do the straight D20 and add the modifier manually. Make sure I hit clear this time. That is a 11. That's a 12 to hit.
All right. He dodges your attack and he moves over to here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Interposing himself in between the gladiator and his boss. These ones are also going to react to their leader's command. Let's see. Single move will get here. Both of them are going to throw ranged weapons at the gladiator. Let's see. That's a 13 that misses and a 16 that hits. Dagger hits him in the stomach for 5 damage. He grunts, but he's tough, so he's not that upset by it. These ones, they're running to help their boss, so 25 gets him here. 30 gets this one here. And they're both going to make their attacks. So the warrior chops at that one that just got stabbed with a dagger and hits him with a sword. Does D8. Ooh. 9 damage on that one. A solid chop cuts across his shoulder. But the monk is the one to really watch out for because it does flurry of blows. And I roll a 4, I roll an 8, and I roll a 10. None of that hits. I don't think I missed anyone. So that was the Githyanki Dagger Maw.
Okay. Does she have a straight shot towards any Gith that are attacking Morg?
There's this monk over here. She can go around. And
Yeah, she
15,
can't run
20
straight
feet.
at anybody.
Doesn't look like
Okay.
it now.
So she's going to circle around. If she can get into position to get advantage, she'll do that. Otherwise, she'll just chomp on him. And Morg, so her attack roll is +6 modifier to hit.
You rolling it?
Yeah, she does. She does have an advantage. You said +6 it?
Yep.
That is
I hit.
17. Is it? Okay, there you go. Good. And then what's your
And
damage?
her damage, just double checking. So let's see. D8 +6.
Big
Damn,
chopper.
that's a nice deep bite.
Yeah, she gets pretty chumpy.
Finally, a good D8 roll. 13 points of piercing chomps.
So many of these Gith are critically injured at this point. Many of them have terrible wounds on them. The fight is turning in your favor pretty hard at this point.
Feed
What
that
about
to
the
creature.
worm?
Okay, so then things get crazy. The Silkworm's gonna act. The Silkworm can move 30 feet.
No. This is bad.
Which way to go? Left or right? Left or right? I'm gonna go left. Okay, the silkworm slithers from the silt hole where it lives, and it moves towards the biggest cluster of what it interprets as delicious morsels of chicken tendies. All right, that's the silkworm's dash, and then Trexus.
Can I make like a nature check or something if I know like how crazy these silkworms are?
Yeah, you could roll it.
Nature +4.
Traxxas sees that there might be a foreseeable problem in the future and is going to move dash towards the silkworm.
Unnatural 20.
All right. So yeah, let me tell you about the silkworm. The silkworm is not that tough. It's big, but it doesn't have a ton of hit points. However, it can turn into a shadow form, and it's nearly invincible in its shadow form. And it is a venomous.
Invincible or invisible?
It is a venomous creature. No, it takes on a shadow stealth form, which cannot. It's intangible. It can't be interacted with. Can't manipulate anything corporeal. It's just basically immune. Well, not immune. It's still sort of has a form. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. So you know it has that psionic ability, and then also you know that it's a venomous creature with a poisonous bite to watch out for that can paralyze you.
What is it intelligence for?
Ninja,
Yeah.
move me towards the silkworm.
You got it. All right. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That'll put you here. You're pretty close, but you're not right up on it. There's a bunch of barbarians and Gith between you and it.
Yeah, which is what I'm. Well, I mean, I'm not going to be like right next to it. I have a plan.
It's 30 feet from you. What do you want to do?
Yep, that's my turn.
Okay, you're done. After Trexus, way down at the bottom of the initiative, mob.
As Drick looking towards the leader, who all these other soldiers have come to defend him as they stand between him and the rest of the group, but not between me and him. As Drick, eyeing this very fortuitous circumstance, having been planning to dodge and run, but no longer needing to, will raise his bring his two hands by his side as several of the stars making the forgetting the word constellations on his starry form gather towards his left hand. He raises it up as he fires off one of his free starry form guiding bolts. And as I go over to my dice here, that is a d20 plus 6. With advantage, I'm just going to roll again because he is still restrained. The 23 to hit.
Nice. Roll some damage.
Does as the guiding bolt hits. Oh, I gotta hit clear first. 4d6. And just for giggles, I think I'm using this right. I'm going to use the wild talent feat to re-roll one of those 2s as a d6. So that
Is it reroller or I thought it just adds on?
It doesn't add. No, it's a reroll.
Okay.
So it's a plus,
18.
so that 15 becomes 18.
All right, a solid blue. He reels, but he's restrained, so he can't really fall down or anything.
But he's still alive?
Yeah, he's still got some hit points, but he's badly injured, you can tell.
All right.
Next thing that hits him is with advantage attack.
Continuing to take advantage of the advantage, he will raise his other hand as he conjures a smaller, less blue, more radiant ball of energy and hurls his archer bolt at him. That's a d20 plus. Oh, gotta hit clear first. d20 plus 6. Roll advantage.
You get an extra +1.
You gotta have a +1. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. +1 for what?
For double advantage, so it's gonna be 19.
All right. Nice.
Another hit.
All right. That is d8 plus 4. Second one hits for 5 damage.
All right.
As seeing all the bad guys, all the people who wanted to kill him over there, Drake is then going to use 30 feet of 40 feet, he's fast, of movement to go over here
All
and
right.
end his.
Quite a big gap there. Okay. You made some distance between you and the Silkworm, too. That's good.
Yes, Drake is a little bit on the bloodied end, and as I may have mentioned, all about survival.
Yeah. Fortunately, the Gith are intent on saving their old master. They have a lot of respect for him, and they don't want him to die on them, so they're going to try to make sure he at least survives if a bunch of them are going to die today. So, after Mob,
How hard would an
Okay,
alchemist?
I'm rolling to attack this Gith monk that has 32 damage on him. Quick bite, 18 to hit.
yeah.
2d6 plus 5 because I'm raging.
Alchemist fires like a fireball, right?
11 points of damage. Does he bite the dust?
It doesn't do as much damage. It has a lesser area of effect.
7 points of damage to this one.
So wait, it was 11 to this one, and then another 7 to this one.
No, just 11 points of damage. This one's just one attack.
Oh, I did the wrong one then. Shit.
If he dies, then I'll make a bonus attack action on the other one.
He's a monk. Yeah, he does die.
Okay. This one I have advantage on because there's barbarian between me and it.
Yep.
So this is a. Wait, did I? 19 plus 5 is 26, not 36.
Yeah. That's actually exceptional.
D6.
If you want to reroll a dice.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Mob, in Grit and Glory, if you beat an enemy's armor class by 10 or more, you also get damage advantage like your psionic ability gives. So, like, he rolled a 1 there, he'd reroll that. Because he hits so good, he gets to reroll it.
Wow, so minimal. Alright, so that's 9 points of piercing damage on this one.
Yeah. She doesn't die. Hanging in there by a thread.
Not for long.
Clutch or wounds. You'll need to.
Alright, Norcus. Caster Blaster.
As a free action, I'm gonna yell to the barbarians that are over here to run away from the Silkworm.
What do you mean, run away? We're winning!
It was poisonous. What?
Acting
I
all like
didn't know
you're
that. Did you roll a nature check?
Are you shouting that Are you going to warn them about the poisonous thing?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
They're pretty dumb. They've pretty much only known slavery and being a gladiator. They don't know a whole lot about the wilds of the desert.
Our constitution's high. Fuck the worm.
None of them has nature proficiency. They don't know what they're up against.
like that. It'd be a perfect time to have fire.
All right. Well, yeah, if you warn them, they might move. All right. Do you do anything else on your turn?
Oh no.
Stuff.
That's a crit fail, huh? Shit.
Yes! That was with my psionic blade.
You throw your psionic blade. However, you spill the contents of your quiver. Well, you have spilled the contents of your psionic power, and you lose all concentration on anything.
I don't even have concentration.
Right. Well,
They don't
it's not a
require
problem
it.
then.
Yeah. And they're going to do it again as a bonus action.
All right. Offhand dagger.
But
Better luck this time.
this time, at this one.
Okay. So you lean to the
14.
side. You throw it past the one you're fighting. 14
14.
against a monk barely hits. That is the AC. Do you do at least 5 damage? You have +6, so I think you kill it.
Yeah, that's an 8.
Okay. 8 damage is enough. She drops.
And that's all I got.
Okay. So, Varensa, we're back to you. You close the distance a little bit, but you're still at a considerable range. This guy,
Brenson's gonna get.
this guy didn't move, I think, right? He's been here.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing.
Well, she's gonna keep poking the guy with the arrow in his skull because she's found a friend.
All right.
So she's gonna get a little closer.
Now
and
his
she's
bodyguards have pressed in around him, which gives him a whole bunch of extra AC.
No, it doesn't. Sharpshooter.
Sharpshooter. Unless you're gonna say like it's total cover, like there's just so many, it's basically a wall.
Like, have you ever seen a presidential bodyguard try to save somebody? Like, he literally put his body on him. There's no way it's not going to hit the other person. He is a human shield right now.
Sharpshooter feet.
Well, fine. Then I'll just shoot the closest one then. So I guess I wouldn't have advantage on that one, huh?
Be this Kith Monk?
Well,
Yeah, I
mean,
guess I'll stay put and shoot with advantage the Gith monk that did not move.
Okay.
Morg, there'll be advantage.
Well, I think
plus
this is a
4
Gith
to the attack roll.
warrior.
Advantage
Okay.
+4?
Advantage +4 on the attack roll.
Okay.
Whichever Gith didn't move. So it's hard to tell since I can't control a screen.
Yeah, it's this one over here didn't move.
That is a 20 to hit.
Solid hit.
So that will be a D8 plus 16 damage.
Holy shit.
16.
Yeah, it's a lot. Plus 10.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the sharpshooter ability adds plus 10.
Oh, right,
and
yeah,
then
you're
she has-
minusing the hit to do extra damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
22 to hit. 22 to damage.
Heavy.
For damage.
He is on death's door. He almost collapses, but stamps his foot and struggles to maintain his footing.
And then that attack would inspire Dagger Maw, but I don't think there's any enemies in range of her to attack with coordinated attack, correct?
Nah.
There.
Unless you
Okay.
want to bite the
So
barbarian. or
Dagger
something.
Maw she just starts snapping at the air.
I thought
She's
I was
very
helping
eager
you
to-
maintain range. It's already gone, I'm sorry.
All right. So, Soul, everything that you were close to just died pretty quickly, except for this one fighter over here. He's got a few hit points left, but there's a lot of action over here where the sandworm is.
All right, so there's like one guy in front of me. You said, well, fighter. Where is he?
He is right here. It's there's rough terrain here, so 10. He's about 15 feet if you wanted to move up to him, or you could throw a ranged weapon or something.
Can I cast Dissonant Whispers?
For sure. Yeah, I'll roll a save. Wisdom. He fails.
Okay. $15 points of damage.
Huzzah! He dies.
Ew.
His head literally explodes like in the movie Scanners.
Scanner, never heard.
Yeah, that's a good one if you've never seen it. Okay, so do you want to move or do anything else?
Is there any sort of cover anywhere nearby?
No, this whole battle's taking place way out in the open. There is no cover to be found anywhere here.
All right, can I try to get closer to the tapeworm? Well, Silkworm.
Sure. Let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20.
Wait, not really. I want to get I want to get somewhere. You know, the direction Morg is facing towards me, like somewhere like 2 squares behind him.
You
So
want
I
to
don't
be 2 squares behind Morg, like here?
Okay, I think the stream is big. Like the way his figurine is facing.
Well, on my screen, he looks to be facing this way, so I moved you from here to there. Do you want to go on the other side of him, like 10 feet ahead of him?
Yes.
All right, so from here, let's see. I have 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'd put you about here. You step through all the guts of the deceased Gith lying on the ground and find yourself here in front of Quick Wenzer. All right, so that's your
I
move.
use,
And
I
your
use a bonus.
action.
I use my bonus action. Anyone need a bardic inspiration or any sort of bonus action?
You
Quick
choose.
Windsor.
You need like a bardic inspiration, or he?
Yeah, he missed his
That's
last attack. He could use one.
Oh yeah, I want to give him a bardic inspiration. So now Morg and Quick Windsor have it.
Cool.
Did you use yours yet, Morg?
Bardic inspiration? Not yet. Didn't have to. And the times that I did need it, I forgot.
The curse of bardic inspiration.
Well, technically,
more-
if I remembered advantage first, I didn't need the bardic inspiration either, because the advantage would have hit him.
All right. Let's see here.
How many more to kill before they have to take a morale check?
They're gonna make a morale check as soon as they act, which is in two turns here. Like the gladiators go, Grimoire goes, and then they make their morale check. Quick Windsor draws both of his weapons. Or I guess he's got a double weapon, right? So he has his double weapon, and he's going to move up on this Gith monk over here. He makes his main attack. It is a solid hit. And then he makes his offhand attack. Both of those were 18s. Fuck yeah. Chop, chop. So I rolled low on that. I think... Does he have something where he can re-roll it? Nah, I guess not. Well, that does 7. And that does 8. So 15 damage to this monk here. The first damage on this monk that it's taken. And Quick Windsor snarls at it and makes an intimidate check. That's a 24, and this monk here is just looking up at this half-giant trying to murder her, and she is quite intimidated. That'll help with the morale check. All right. Gladiators. Both of them are going to focus fire on this Gith warrior here. So they sort of sidestep 5 foot, and both of them are going to chop into this middle Gith warrior here. Their axes descend. One of them rolled a 16, one of them rolled a 15. Both of them hit. The axes are gonna do 21 damage to that middle one, and she is slaughtered. Kathunk. Corpse drops in place there. These two lady gladiators here, they're going to position themselves. One of them is going to attempt to grab this Gith monk in a grapple. Fail. The other one's going to attempt to grab in a grapple. Fail. All right, they're not very effective. These four down here, they throw ranged weapons. They're going to throw all of their ranged weapons, trying to hit the master there. Let's see. Miss. Miss.
You have advantage.
Miss. Miss. No, wait, that one's a hit.
Why do they have advantage? She's restrained, or...
Yeah, he's restrained still.
Okay.
All right, so for those first ones that were a miss, still a miss,
Is that only for melee?
still a miss, and hit. Okay,
No,
so
I think it's any attack.
2 of those hit.
Hey Ninja, I gotta get ready to go to work here for my turn. I'm going to move 25 feet towards the tent so that I'm within range of the silkworm and use animal friendship on it.
Oh, interesting. Is there a cap on the CR you can do that to, or is it just a thing you can do to any animal?
I didn't see a cap. I'll check it. I'll double check it right here.
Yeah, all right, fair enough. Gladiators went Grimoire. What do you do?
So I was asking, do we have a advantage even with spells or range, or is it just a melee thing if we're attacking?
He's restrained, so you attacks
Attack
against him
rolls.
have advantage. However, as I said, sort of a DM fiat thing, one of the Gith warriors has thrown himself onto his master and is protecting him bodyguard style and is taking all damage for him.
The only implication is the creature, the animal's intelligence cannot be higher than 4.
Not friendly towards you or anything. It does charm it.
And I see this giant creature. Huh? That is like.
You definitely see it, yeah.
Hey, Traxus. I think it counts as a
know.
monstrosity, not a beast.
Wait, what?
The silkworm is not a beast.
That's bullshit.
He doesn't know that.
That's bullshit. That should work.
He's like, it's a big snake. It must be a beast. So he tries to do it and it fails.
I'll cast another
I'm
fireball.
not using one of my infinite animal friendships. I'm actually using a slot for animal friendship.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's
You could keep in chat during somebody else's turn.
Well, I'm shooting a fireball. I tried to hit all of these people in this circle. I want to make sure that that giant creature gets hit because I guess I'm kind of terrified by it, and it's coming for our troops.
It is
And
big and bad. So what do you do to it?
I shoot a fireball in this spot where the circle is.
Oh, fireball. Well, that's going to speed things along, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're a snake! Oh, no!
I think it's going to be a great meal.
All right. I rolled a save on the Silkworm. 18. He saves.
And then you have all the other jit as well.
With disadvantage, I roll 15-15. That's pretty cool for the master here. He will make a save. What's the damage on it?
The save is a 16. And then the damage, I'm going to... How do I remove? It froze. Okay, it's coming. Come on, big numbers. Oh, man. 28 damage.
All right. So 28 or
explosion.
14.
Big damage.
Ah, you still got him. He dies. Damn.
The boss?
Yeah, the boss
How'd
died.
you like to do this?
The boss has died. Well checked. The boss has
Sweet.
died.
But that might bring down that morale, sorry, for all these
Yeah,
creatures.
definitely will. That was their main thing. Okay,
Lot of
so
good
this
damage.
one here, he made his save. He takes 14. All right, I'm gonna put him there on the corpse, and then these two here. Fail. They both take 28. It's a lot of damage. Does he survive that? He's got... Oh, yeah, he's got a few hit points left. This monk is staggered and on fire. His clothing immolates, but he clings to life. So,
It's a crispy one.
he's a crispy one.
I finished my roll. I moved a little bit towards the hill here. And that's the end of my round.
All right. So the Githyanki see their master go down. They fail their morale check. Let's see here. This one is going to try to make a break for it, and just as he does, the silkworm snaps out and tries to eat his face, and misses, so he runs. And then he gets to here, and he misty steps up on top of the mountain. Up to here. And then, let's see, these two. So this was a dash and a misty step. He goes off map. This one tries to leave the threatened range of a barbarian warrior who chops into him with a solid axe hit to the face, which does max damage, and this Gith warrior dies. Kthunk. Alright, this Gith warrior here tries to step through and takes an attack of opportunity from behind, which misses, steps through, takes an attack of opportunity from this gladiator, which misses. So, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, all the way to here, and then Misty Step to here.
Come on, get him.
These two are going to make a run for it. That gladiator swings and hits and does 5 damage to this one. Quick Wenzer swings on the other one as it's retreating. Hacks into it with a hit. Only does 7 damage, though. And then both of these will dash. And then Misty Step. Whoosh. And then... Am I forgetting any of them? Any of them?
Just the worm. That's it.
Okay. So that was the Githyanki. Dagger Maw goes before the worm.
So Dagger Maw is going to move 30 feet up and start barking at the worm. In game terms, she's doing a ready action. If it comes in range, she's going to bite it.
30 feet gets you here. Did you want to dash?
No. So she's going to ready action, bite the worm if it comes in range.
Okay, so 30 feet closer and then ready action to bite.
Yeah, so, and then in game terms, RP terms, she's getting closer, and then she's just barking like mad at this giant worm.
Oh yeah. The giant worm didn't get a morsel, so it's going to try to bite the gladiator lady here. It hisses and lashes out. It's got +4 to hit. It rolls an 11. A 15 connects on her low armor class, unfortunately. So it's going to do a d6 +2 bite, which does 5, and then she has to make a con save. So she makes a con save, and she's got... And she rolls a 3. She fails. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately... Poise and pair. All right. This gladiator seizes up. The bite has paralyzed her. I'm going to mark her in... Let's see, I'm going to mark her this, like, bluish color, I guess. There we go. So that was the silkworm, and after it bites, it will sort of move a little bit closer and begin constriction, because it's a giant constrictor kind of snake. And then it will begin consuming the paralyzed gladiator. After the silkworm, Traxxas said he was going to try to animal friendship. Traxxas tries to animal friendship on the silkworm, but finds that it is a monstrosity incapable of being reasoned with an intelligence too high to be manipulated in such a way. It's got 6 int. So, Mob. You've got a good spot here.
Drake is actually going to step a little bit closer, as Guiding Bolt's got plenty of range, but his Archer Bolt does not. As he steps forward, assessing the situation, seeing how the enemy leader has fallen and soldiers have fled, looks towards his potential new allies, as always strength in numbers, and looks towards the worm. And you could see his demeanor shift from prey where he was fleeing and very much on the defensive, concerned about his own survival to that of Predator, as he takes a much more aggressive demeanor towards the worm, and he's going to use his other free guiding bolt as I go back to my spot over here. Still getting used to rolling dice here. D20 plus 6 to hit. We have a 22 to hit.
22 hits.
And gotta hit clear first. There we go.
Smile on his face. Oh, shit.
Sorry, that attack was against the worm, right?
It was indeed
Wow,
for
that's-
23 points of damage.
That's almost
Damn.
max. Holy shit.
One away from max. And as Drake steps towards the worm about 10 feet, you see him raise one hand as he conjures more stars towards his palm, even brighter this time, and fires off a blue guiding bolt, hitting the worm as it begins to give off a faint blue hue. Guessing it's still alive?
Only barely. It really has a giant hole blasted in it now.
All right. As Drake raises its other hand, conjuring more stars, rolling with advantage for guiding bolt. We have a 12.
12 does not hit.
As he fires off his archer bolt, as it flies towards it, just hitting harmlessly against the edge of the thick natural carapace of the worm. Let's see. Drake is then going to maintain his distance, but he's far enough away as he continues to stalk around the perimeter of the worm in a predatory fashion and ends his turn, we'll say, there.
You are really good at narrating your turn, I must say.
Thank you.
Okay, so after Mob, it goes back to the top of the initiative with Morg.
Following suit, I will use my animal instincts and dash over here. Not using the dash action, just running over here and then move, getting up in range 50 feet. And then I will go and lunge its body that's coming out through the lower part of the ravine, and I will chomp on him.
Okay. Giant hyena versus giant snake. Let the beast battle begin.
Do I have advantage from guiding bolt or anything? Wait, did you hit with guiding bolt?
The
Yeah, you
archer
did.
bolt used up the advantage, even though it missed.
Oh, okay. I thought it has to land, doesn't it? Or no?
It's just the next attack roll, but I'll double check and confirm. As it's consumed though for now.
Okay.
Yeah, roll the hit. You might get lucky.
Ooh, 17 plus 5, 22 to hit.
Yep, that's it. Armor class 16.
Okay, still raging, so plus 5, chomp into it. Ooh, 14 points of piercing damage.
All right, you kill it. Roar! It
Yeah.
collapses.
Yeah.
Kaiju bell.
Yo, we can actually use the skin and probably make armor.
Maybe.
But who has good?
Maybe while we're like camping somewhere, but there's a haboob rolling in.
Silkworm's already dead.
The silkworm just died. Yep. Morg ran over in giant hyena form and took a big bite out of its head.
That was kind of underwhelming. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's a really big creature, but the worst thing about it is that it does poison, and it can paralyze you. It's more of an ambush predator.
One of our gladiators almost got eaten, though.
Yeah, one of the gladiators. All in all, you didn't really take too much damage. She's got 5 damage. She'll recover from her paralysis.
We didn't lose a single gladiator.
This dude's got 14 damage on him. That's 2 that took damage.
Hey, yo, what about the corpse pile?
Brensa's gonna start jogging back towards the main battle and start approaching the rescued Rhykreen that she sees off in the distance.
Daggermaw tag along?
Yeah, Daggermaw will come with. Yeah. Unless I say otherwise, Daggermaw is going to be following Brent around.
All right, Mob. Now's your chance to RP to your heart's content.
Is it all PN? Can I just like search around the tents and look for like weapons and armor?
Sure.
that we
Can I
can
search
use
the
for
bodies?
Yeah, you get the bodies. We're getting all supplies that we can use for the army.
You search, tent search. Oh.
Yeah. Investigation.
Now, you'll find that the tents are entirely burned up by the fireball attack.
This one isn't.
Investigation. Investigation.
Yeah,
Piece
your
of water
audio's
gets
breaking
torched.
up there.
And who, me?
Yeah, couldn't hear that.
Oh, I was just saying to myself, I'm going to second my staff life.
Yeah. Grab all the weapons from all the enemies. I'm gonna go with this one tent place over there that's not.
I rolled a 6 on investigation. It's all you, Hunter.
Alright, I guess it's all me, huh? I only got a
So,
+1.
Mob, when you rest, when you take a long rest, you'll gain a level. So you'll be level 4 like everyone else.
5.
Well, except
Looking
those of
forward
us
to
that beat the OT Yug.
Yeah, a couple of you are level 5, right?
Yeah, from that boss battle a while back.
But you're catching
Yeah.
up. So
Level
Wait, is
five.
he
now
like-
you're only 1 level behind instead of 2.
Hey, I'll take it.
Wait, do we
And-
level up? Yeah.
As
He
As,
was
they're
lower
going back-
level, so he did level up, but everybody else has to finish the war thing to get their level.
I was level 4. Will I level up from this?
No, you didn't. Wait.
No.
Oh, then yeah.
You could level up from the Uruk battle as well, but not this one. This one's just a random encounter.
as the worm goes down and Greek sees his not so much rescuers as much as distraction opportunity. There we go. Sees a couple of them go to investigate the tent. Sees some others approaching. Keeps his shield donned as he draws his quarterstaff from over his back and approaches. Not aggressively, but cautiously, and stops about 10 feet away and looks over towards you. Let me see. I've got his voice description written here. There we go. Dry, crackly monotone. Thank you. I thought I was rather.
Usually while they're doing this, I'm healing all of the wounded, including.
Cool.
Yes, and grab all the weapons.
I was in need of a distraction. It's good to see. What brings you to these parts?
So Vrensa's in front of you. So are you speaking Thrycreen verbally, or are you speaking psionically?
Speaking common.
No.
I thought Thrycreen can speak common. They can understand that they
Not
can't.
wrong. Let me
Yep.
check my language proficiencies. Common, Druidic, Thrycreen.
Yeah, so you can understand common. So Vrensa can. That's one of the weird RP things. Is Thrycreen can't make the sounds for any language other than Thrycreen.
I did not see anything
And
that
the
specified
other-
he can't speak, that he can understand but not speak. It says he gets language proficiency in Thrycreen +1.
That's one
so
of those
he's
things
proficient
that
in common.
we were researching the Thrycreen from 2nd edition, and that's one of those things that they say in there. I mean, it's mostly for RP. I mean, maybe your Thrycreen learned common somehow along the way. You just have to have something in your background that explains it. It wouldn't be normal for every Thrycreen to have that generally, just setting-wise.
Can he speak telepathically?
You can, yeah.
Yeah,
It was
there's
mostly
always that.
like that. It's like a race thing, like that their mandibles can't make like mouthy human
Right.
noises.
You don't have lips.
I must have been looking at something that wasn't from 2E. It must have been like a later one or something, or I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
So that's why Vrensa can understand Thrycreen but can't speak it because she doesn't have the mandibles. And so my understanding was that Thrycreen, it kind of works in the reverse. They can understand language that the humanoid languages that they've learned, but they can't reproduce it because they lack the proper biology.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna. I guess I want to go with a bug voice then. One sec. Voice on the fly, subject to change. All right. Welcome. Thank you for the distraction. Who do I have to
So,
thank? And this would
so
be, you wouldn't see any movement. This would be all telepathic.
okay. So Brent nods her head and says, she says, I am Brensa. And then she looks down to her side and points to Daggermaw and says, this is my companion Daggermaw. My friends back there and I, we are from Tyr. We were traveling on our way to Uruk that has threatened our city when I detected this ambush. We decided to turn the tables on these gifts instead.
These gifts, who are they to you? Just prey? Nothing more?
They are predators that we decided we would not be prey. And as you know, the best defense is sometimes a strong offense.
Drick looks upon all of those who are directly in front of him with a bit of an approving look. So you are hunters.
In a way, yes. We are from a large tribe, a city, on our way to war with another.
Your pack fights another. I have
Yes.
lost my pack, but there is safety in numbers. Perhaps you have need of assistance, of an ally?
Oh, we always welcome allies, especially ones with such demonstrated skills as you've shown. You are one who studies nature as well, I see, and sense.
Study.
You
And he
learn and
cocks his
commune.
head.
You learn and commune with nature, with the world.
Yes, I commune. I did not learn, I simply am.
That makes sense. I am drawn to the open spaces myself more than those of civilization.
So,
May I have your name?
I am Dreek Shatal. And he says it with some, well, he says I am, and I guess I did a, I guess this wouldn't be a proper name for him then. He says it in some bug clicky language that humans can't make. But then he says telepathically, you can call me Dreek Shatal. Or Dreek.
And to your surprise, Brenta actually does understand what you said in Thrycreen. Although she says, my apologies, I can't do your name justice, but she kind of thinks the name in Thrycreen, even though she can't pronounce it, and says, but yes, we will call you Dreek.
You understand my language.
Yes, I have another companion who is Thrycreen, and I have run across many of your kindred in my years exploring the world.
He looks towards you. Well, I suppose they are no longer alive.
No, we, as you know, there can be respect amongst hunters without necessarily having to be prey and predator.
Well, and he kind of puts his quarterstaff over his back and shrugs. You're either predator or you're prey. Everyone has their day. And then he begins to kind of walk over and examine, kind of eye the worm that we've slain as he eyes the group's most recent kill, and gives anybody else who might want to talk a chance.
Can I attempt to carve the skin?
Sure. You want to skin the silkworm? Go for it. Make a
Yeah.
survival check.
Very large. It will take much
Anybody
time.
wanna? Anybody wanna?
Are we gonna camp here?
If you would like a hand, I'm rather skilled with surviving in these lands as well.
I could use help. I only get like a +2.
Oh, let me give you a hand, and if it's all right, he'll go and roll survival.
Oh, you're okay. You're doing it. Okay.
Oh,
Never mind.
I.
Then. Oh,
Or
go
we could
ahead.
each roll rather than doing. I don't need to give you a help action. We could each roll if that's cool. I don't know how you do it.
You can roll it and I'll give you assistance since you probably have the better survival than I.
All right. D20 advantage +6. So
This is gonna be some good ass money.
16.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, you successfully skin it. It weighs a bunch, though. It's quite large.
Morg, are you to carry this?
I'm gonna say it's at least 20 pounds of snakeskin.
Nice.
I'm gonna
Can,
yell at Morg and say, "Hey, Morg, are you to carry this? I can't."
You want him
We're all
to?
in Hyena.
I'm gonna take that as a yes and just gonna drag it to him and just go back saying, well, thank you for the help. This is gonna be used for either selling or for like armor."
So
Yes.
Ninja Vrensa. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, Mom. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Vrensa still has those vials, those empty vials in her inventory. She's gonna see if she can milk maybe a vial or two of venom out of the poison glands.
Sure thing. Don't roll a crit fail, though.
Yeah.
things can happen.
So, Morg, my roll is. Hold on a sec. I believe she's +7 to survival, but let me double check. No,
And,
5. So +5 to advantage.
Giving you guidance.
Sorry,
Giving you guidance before you roll. I just want to say it before you roll
Okay.
the die.
Alright, just
So-
before this, I'm letting everybody know that we got a pair of goggles from this encounter. We got 2 of them now.
Well, it's handy because
Okay.
a haboob is coming.
Ninja, what did I find when I searched the body?
All right. So there's a bunch of stuff here.
Well,
It's on this note card right
so-
here.
What about the weapons the again we're using? Sorry. Continue.
What'd you say?
sorry, Morg, could you roll a D20, D4 +5 from my survival check?
D20 +4 +5.
No, D4, because I got guidance from
Oh, okay.
from Dirk. From Drick. I keep wanting to say Dirk.
When I take a look at the pile, I will cast.
17 +2 and a 5, 24.
I'll cast detect magic and see if there's anything that glows.
So hang on. A bunch of them were wearing this kank chit and breastplate kind of stuff. So there's like
Oh, what is that?
6 of those, and they were using. Hang on, this is the wrong kind of makahuatil. Hang on, not that one.
Wait, so what did you find, Hunter, while searching the tent?
It's more of a sword.
I got a 5, so I don't think I found anything in those tents.
Hmm.
Unless you probably have better luck than I do.
So Ninja, can I do something with the gladiators?
Hang on a second. Give me a moment. RP amongst each other while I generate something here. Got to do some DM
Let's
stuff.
chat like /EM. Nope, never mind.
Vrensa thanks Drick for the assistance in milking the poison. Ninja, I got a 24, so I don't know how much poison that gets me.
How many bottles did you have?
I have 4, I believe, in my inventory. Let me double check.
I can give you like 2 more if you want.
He's got like 2 main
There's
fangs that are venomous, so I guess he could get 2 doses.
As you take it, Drick walks up with a bit of a curious look, and you harness the the poison of your enemies.
Well, yes. Why not use their strength and add it to our own?
Very clever. How do you apply it?
And then I'll show you my bow and my arrows. I I tend to attack from afar, and Daggermaw here, and I lay my hand on her head. She's my companion. We hunt together. He handles them close. I handle them far.
And you just see a nod, and he appreciates your tactics. So, we're off to... Where are we to defend your city?
Right now we're just going to like back of the wagon. Should we probably over there, maybe move it a little bit?
Understatement. It is a giga wagon that can carry tons and tons and tons.
Yes, but I'm saying it to him as a little wagon.
Yeah.
Are we packing our wagon and moving it somewhere through here to camp for the haboob, or?
You guys only came here to fight these guys. You have to return to the main army, otherwise they won't go anywhere.
Okay.
We're about an hour away, so we have to just pack up all this gear, and we don't need to identify and do everything here. We can just pack it all up, bring it back to the wagon, and deal with it, at our leisure.
Yeah.
So there was a bunch of stuff. I'll just run through what you got. You got water skin, backpack, crossbow, bolt case, basic poison, 10 spikes, merchant scale, giant spider hair, pouch, a vial made of indigo glass, a sack, a totem, bronze goggles, a flint throwing axe, a bunch of kank chitin breastplates that the fighters were wearing. They had a bunch of coinage that was in a chest with some gems and a bottle that looks magic. 8 of them had swords. I don't have full stats for them, but that's the gist of it. And then one of them had this Lajav.
Anything
then
glowing?
One of them had this suit of armor here, this Nest Mother Chitin half-plate.
Wow, that's nice.
And then this thing is glowing, this bronze armlet. You're unsure what it does, but it's kind of cold to the touch.
What's that ever-smoking bauble I saw scroll past?
It's a magic item that smokes. It's not really labeled, but it looks fancy. So I guess when you do get it identified, you'll find out that it is a magic item that can produce billowing smoke.
While you guys split this, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to the gladiators, and I ask Windsor to help me, if you may. I'd like him to gather all the scraps of woods that we find around and to make a giant pile.
Okay, there's
the
one,
corpse of the enemy.
there's 2, there's 3 piles of wood. Or 4, I guess.
And then I'll have them move the corpse and the giant snake as well on top of it.
Are you going to cook it up and eat some snake meat?
And I create a giant
whole arm.
fucking fire. And I accentuate it too with some of my powers to make the flame even larger.
Okay.
Isn't it poisonous?
And when the fire is at least like its tallest, you guys can see me like kind of in a
Brent's
ceremony.
already milked all the poison out. It's been
yeah.
removed.
But I'm in the middle of the ceremony, and then you guys see me walk through the flames.
Okay.
And I go completely across.
Bit of a
It's just
show
my-
off. Quick Windsor
Yeah.
claps.
It's my prayer so I can regain some of my powers.
A bunch of the gladiators cheer. You did some healing on them. They're quite happy with you. Yay!
Having plenty of juice left, Dreek would look at his new allies. And does anybody else look hurt, like they might need some healing, or are we looking pretty good?
I think everybody's fine.
Narcus is injured. A little bit.
I healed everybody earlier.
Cool. Let's just
I
check.
used all
Okay.
this, so.
So Narcus is full now.
Not busting out healing
Hello?
spirit then.
Are you guys able to hear me? I had to restart my computer.
I can hear you
Quiet,
now,
right?
yeah.
I can hear you.
Okay, good.
Here, I'm gonna take this note card. I'm gonna put it on long section. Everybody, grab your figurines off this table. I'm gonna change maps.
I'll grab it through the screen.
Do you want the gladiators off too as well?
The gladiators. I think I already have them on the other table.
We're just gonna waste these body parts.
Someone grab mine. Something. I'm still logging in.
Okay, I
I
got
was
you.
gonna ask if somebody can grab Rents and Daggermouth, please.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
moving stuff.
You got them.
Thank you.
Give me a second. I want to double check there's something now.
Oh, and Morg, I used up one more arrow, so I guess I'm down to
Did?
25. I think.
You got it.
Thanks.
Welcome.
I'm sure you'd probably find enough of scrap around there to. Were you able to retrieve some of them though? You can.
I can't unless I find some metal arrows. So the makeshift like bone arrows that I have are not retrievable. But I have a whole bunch of bones from previous encounters in my backpack and a Fletcher's kit, so I'm set.
Okay. Well, there's always debris to make some more too through, and I guess like the our transport probably has all these ammunition available, anyways.
Yeah, but Rensa is self-sufficiency is her game.
All
right.
Time to pack the table.
Do we have? Does anybody want King Chitin breastplate? It gives +4. It's medium armor, but you
Medium?
need it's medium, but you need 11 strength to wear it. It has fragile 3, so people can sunder you sort of easy.
I'm gonna say
It has
I'll
a
take
max
it.
death mod of 2.
I'm
I was
missing
gonna
the
say I
strength.
will take it, but I only have 8 strength.
You
so
don't
I
have
would-
enough strength. Okay, so you can't even wear it then.
I got 10.
You got 10. Rip.
Anyone else want it?
I got like an 8.
Do you want one?
The gladiators might be able to wear them if they're fighters too.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Do they
Yeah.
have their own armor already? Are they good? Do they need it?
They're probably, I don't know, it's up to Ninja. But
So,
if it's
Mob,
like spare gear.
I wanted to show you the map here. Here's the city of Tyr. Tyr's got a very important iron mine. Iron is very rare in Dark Sun. Uruk is northeast of here, but travel across the wastes is pretty dangerous and difficult, so everybody sticks to the road, basically. In order for our army to meet their army in the middle, we've been traveling this way along the road, and they're traveling this way along the road, and we will meet somewhere in the middle for an epic battle with the army of Uruk. But for now, we're traveling in our caravan, which I'm going to load up here in a moment.
Yeah, early on in the adventure, we kind of all started as slaves inside of a slave camp.
Yeah,
And
we have.
it took us weeks to get out of there because it's like a
Months.
day-by-day type of thing.
You ever
I
cannibalize
swear it took like 3 months of games to get out of there.
As we walk back towards the army that we're traveling with, how big is the army that we're traveling with?
About 300 troops.
Yeah.
As we're walking back, and once the army comes into sight, Dreek would kind of pause and look towards the others. How big is your pack?
Huge.
Hundreds.
This is only our fighting force of our pack. The rest of our pack at home is much, much larger.
It's very populated, and there's all sorts.
It's like 10,000 people in
travel-
Tyr.
Have
And
you
then-
not come in contact with cities before?
Cities.
You do have a civilization living on the ground, though, don't you?
Oh, we have packs, and every so often we have eggs that are laid in tunnels, but we do not coalesce in large societies.
So Vrensa, knowing a bit about drag queen culture, will say, think of it as a nest. Our folks prefer to remain in nests. Many of our kind, that is their preferred way to live. Most are neither hunters or prey. They are non-combatants. They trade their skills and labor for their sustenance
But you're
rather than hunt their own.
your pack here, your shit. There's a term. 1 second. I put it in his bio. Your something mates. Screw it. I'm just gonna say pack for now. Your pack. You travel to battle?
We do. These are the bulk of our warriors.
And you see
we are protecting our colony. We're being attacked at this time, and that's why
Drake
we're
looks around.
I'll be
Drake
right back.
looks around. I see no attackers.
We travel to meet them.
In a day or two, we should. If you stay with us, you will meet them.
How many do you expect?
Similar amount, we hope. Less if we're lucky, more if we're unlucky.
But we are strong warriors. We've proven ourselves many times.
Drake looks towards the group.
Okay.
And
Oh, you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me?
he just
You
looks
sound
perplexed. Drake looks perplexed as he realizes that you guys are all going to go fight some people, and he doesn't understand why.
So, Drick, one thing you must understand is that while our way of life, where we have these large nests, has certain advantages, the big disadvantage is that it makes us vulnerable. Should we have an enemy, we cannot just leave and avoid the fight. We must either fight at our nest or take the fight to them.
We're fighting them to protect ourselves from becoming slaves again, because that's all that the enemy wants. We just liberated an entire city. For it to be taken over, I don't think so.
Drake looks very hesitant, but looking from among the group and just being very hesitant of the situation, decides to hold his tongue, as it were.
So Vrensa has an NPC follower that does not really go into combat, so we don't play him in that way. But named Chachkarin, who would be very happy, I am certain, to meet a new Thrycreen packmate. And Ninja usually RPs Chachkarin.
What happened to that?
Chachkarin. Oh, sorry?
We kind of left our group.
I was about to ask everyone what happened to that little fanboy, Oblivion fanboy we had.
As I said, we killed him.
You keep saying that, but why?
Because he's a dumbass. He doesn't deserve to be with us.
Wait, who?
The little Oblivion fanboy. He used to write everything down about our previous adventure.
Oblivion fanboy?
Like, I don't know.
I have no
I don't
idea
remember
what you're
his name.
talking
He was
about.
a cleric.
See, they don't remember.
He was like the cleric
Talking
guy.
about me when I made like poems about our Darkest Dungeon campaign?
No, in this one, like we met him and he was like, "You guys don't remember?"
No.
What happened?
We have no idea what you're talking about.
Different.
No, it was the same. Wait, are you guys?
Can I get promoted really quick?
Ninja will have to do that.
Did he just get retconned out of existence? What happened?
Yes, he did, and we don't care about it anymore.
He's
you guys-
AFK for a minute.
Yeah, Ninja's AFK. I have 55 minutes. Oh, that's not bad. We've done a lot for a session so far.
He just mysteriously. Did you guys actually kill him? He just mysteriously disappeared. I think it's kind of strange how he just, like, the guy from the church just mysteriously disappeared after hanging around us. What happened?
I still don't know who you're talking about. Like, honestly, I
Different
don't.
game, bud. Different game.
No, it was this game. I remember distinctly.
Do you know his like character name or something? Because I don't remember somebody as
No,
a
I don't
Oblivion
remember.
fanboy.
Like, he came from the church and it was like a little side quest, and he was like, he asked me about our adventures, and you guys came. You guys told him about our adventures. Well,
Came from the church?
Why you? You hunters, you know what?
There's no church in this world, by the way.
I'm sorry. Like I said, Sia, we killed him.
Someone has to remember.
And
In
to
the,
be
in,
honest,
wait,
I
in this,
don't.
Isn't
in
everyone
this
else
campaign, or are you talking about the
mistaken?
Dark Sun campaign?
I'm pretty
This
sure
one,
you're
Ninja.
mistaken.
Hey, Ninja.
What's up?
Well, you remember that guy who used to write stuff like it was a side quest and he came and he was like asking us about our adventures?
Hmm.
No.
No, so don't be shy. Like if you don't, you know, like
What happened to him?
Somebody
guys-
that would ask you about your adventures in where?
It was like a side quest you get. There's no one.
In Dark Sun or Darkest Dungeon?
Son, I remember. Okay, I guess
oh my God.
I love this.
me and Hunter are.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. There was a guy who was like being annoying and following us. That was in the town. I don't know if he came here.
Are you talking about the psychic spy that was trying to investigate?
No, so you got.
Was a
No, there was
spy.
someone who was like infatuated and thought like we were cool, and then he started like asking about like all our adventures and stuff.
Hmm.
That like after we left slavery.
What happened to him? Did he get retconned out of existence?
The super fan, yeah, he died.
What happened?
I told you.
Because somebody Fusro'd him off a cliff, didn't you know? Didn't you see the video?
Did he just get deleted out of existence?
He got yeeted into outer space.
What?
So we're in the caravan now.
Yes,
And,
you guys have returned to the army. It takes about an hour to return back to the army. The Templars are going to...
If everyone's not in shelter already, we tell them about the haboob.
Yeah, well, the Huboob's coming. That's pretty normal. Rikus and Neva are going to approach. Rikus goes to Morg and says, Lieutenant, report.
Yes, we found the 15 giths and we have dispatched them. There were a few that escaped, about 3 of them. And there was also a giant silkworm, and we also killed that. And we have brought back loot for the army.
Gith!
And I'll
Pata! He
show
spits on the ground
army.
to show his disrespect for the Gith.
Show
Man-eaters.
them
Good riddance.
Show them the armors and the weapons, and ask if any of our soldiers could possibly use these.
And is it possible?
I don't know if these irregulars have the strength to wear some of this armor, though. And we also, if we have some craftsmen, I don't know if we brought any with us. We have those engineers. If they can do anything with the leather that we skinned from the big silkworm.
Well, the snakeskin's good for making a variety of clothing, boots, stuff like that. You could probably use it to make some magical belts or something. Magical boots. That would be a good material for that. So Minther Spearmen could possibly use armor and swords. Right now they just have cloth armor and a sword, so if you wanted to give a unit of them some different gear, we could make a different unit with some specialty properties. You only had 8. You only had 8 of each, so if I take 2 away from this group and add them to this group, now there's 12 spearmen in that group, and this group can be labeled as sword and heavy armor.
Yeah, we had 8 swords, but we only had 6 of the King Chitin breastplates that had the +4 armor, and then there was one like more special. Like slightly stronger one. Yeah, it's half plate. It's still medium armor, but it requires 13
So
strength.
that must have been a
11.
typo. It was supposed to be 8 and 8.
Okay.
Yeah, that would have been nice. That would have been a nice.
What's the AC on the Kank armor? 4?
4, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the half plate, maybe the one lieutenants could use that. I mean, that's kind of like.
Too.
Can I get promoted, please?
It's still worth like 2,200 CP if we want to sell it.
I could technically wear it. It's better than me using my unarmored defense.
Okay.
There you go.
For you, man.
However, the downside to wearing heavy armor while marching is pretty big.
This one is noisy.
That's why
I'm not
they're
sure
not.
about. Yeah, I don't know about like long distance marching. It says it's
Yeah,
also bulky.
It's gonna be hot.
we're not
as well.
gonna. Yeah, that's why they're not gonna wear them until we're getting ready for battle.
Yeah, I'll suit up when we
It
know
takes-
we're getting ready to fight.
But think about it. It takes an hour to put an armor like that.
Creatures wearing medium or heavy
Possibly
armor,
taken.
who are clad in heavy clothing, have disadvantage on saving throws to resist getting exhaustion from the extreme heat of the noonday sun.
So it's like a prepared battle armor.
So
Yeah.
It can't possibly take an hour to put on.
Well, D&D rules
I
are
think it's plate armor. Different armor types take different
okay.
durations to put on.
heavy armor's pretty hard to put on.
It's a half plate.
It's medium
not
and it's
full
a
plate.
half plate, so it's just like a chest plate thing,
Yeah, that's not so hard.
not like a full suit.
I think they have
Heavy armor
like
takes 10 minutes to don and 5 minutes to doff.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
So if you know 10 minutes in advance, you can put that armor on without having any
Uh,
exhaustion penalties.
Assuming we have Brenta tell us, so yeah.
Which he can. 5 miles out. He's got the long range
Yeah.
scanner.
Renzo will keep doing the little radar blips every hour of travel.
Okay. Yeah, so the caravan has been moving. Just imagine the rolling dunes scrolling by as you travel. What happened to the map? You guys remember there was a map, right?
Hey, there's a
Road one?
Yeah, the road map. I could have sworn it was on this table, but I don't see it.
there's a crossbow bolt case if you want.
Was, and then the caravan showed up after I went to smoke.
I'm gonna use a crossbow. Brenta uses bow and arrows. not
Oh yeah, that's
crossbow.
right. No, it's bolts.
Drake would look towards the group and, do you have any... am I proficient in bows? Let me see. One second. Never mind. One moment. I got
Martial.
ahead of myself.
Do you speak common? Can I understand what you're saying?
He is speaking telepathically in common.
Oh, okay.
It lists a lot of specific weapons, but I think they're all... I don't see a bow in there. Never mind. I'm a druid. I'm not very into weapons.
Smack things with a magical stick.
You can
Indeed, though I am
probably use a
dexterous.
crossbow if you find one, since crossbows are simple weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Your
I'll
classmates,
have
though,
to
eh?
check on that. I can throw fire. I'm not too worried about it.
All right, I found it.
Yeah, most casters have cantrips that are better than crossbows, anyways.
Indeed, though I am more dexterous than most casters, I will admit.
I think we were like somewhere like in between.
Here,
the
I'll draw the
camp.
line. So you started at Tyr, and on the first day you traveled, and then you made camp, and then on the second day you traveled, and you made camp, and then there was the third day you traveled, and then this was the day where you encountered the signs that the Gith were out there. So you went, you fought the Gith, you came back, you continued traveling, and then at the end of the day you're going to make camp. So the sun sets, and it begins to get colder and colder and colder.
No one remember that.
Roll a weather check. Pretty average. All right, it's not going to get intensely cold tonight, so nobody dies of hypothermia during the night.
Yay!
So, you're going to get your long rest, I suppose. Mob, you can do your level up now. So you'll be level
Already have it,
4.
yeah.
You figured it out already? Cool. All right.
Oh, yeah, I'm just doing roll 20.
All right.
And I did level up to level 5 from that encounter.
All right. Does anybody
Do you
want
have any deserters again, or did our last example keep everybody in line?
You whip the shit out of those deserters, and nobody is willing to take that kind of beating, and so nobody deserts tonight.
The
Good.
8 spearmen that get the chitin armor, do we give their cloth armor to other people that have no armor?
Sure.
It's better than what I was going to do with them. If I was a rinse, I would have circumcised them.
Who do you want to give it
Let's
to?
just not go there, guys. Let's just.
We can move one of these irregulars over here so that there's 8 and 9, and then the 8 can have the armor. Cloth armor.
Done.
and so how far are we now from our destination? More or less.
That's what I got the map
Well,
out
we
for,
don't
man.
know.
Oh,
We
well,
don't know
we
where the
ain't
other army
see that.
is.
getting close. I
All right,
But
so
according to the map,
you're here.
we're what, half a day from the nearest fort? Is that right, Ninja?
I gotta look at the map here. Yeah, this map's too small. I wish they put the towns on this little map, but they did not. They put Cled
Right
there.
at that crossroad. Isn't there a fort right at that crossroad that we're heading towards?
I'm pretty sure there is, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. It's like a mining town or something.
I'm gonna open up my map here. Give me a moment. Which one of these is the best map? This one's pretty good. All right, I'm looking at the big map, and all right, how do I move this around? No. Usually middle mouse button moves shit. Here it's the left or right mouse button. Or it's not. Fuck. Why is this program being an asshole? This isn't
Can we
even the
use
right map.
light weapons? A Lajav is a weapon, right?
It is.
Mob bludgeoning light weapon.
That's not the one either.
Seriously, no one will remember.
Assuming while we're camping, wait, does anybody have like a thing to identify magical items or only just detect magic items?
Let me check.
Oh, have either.
Druids don't get much arcane abilities like that.
Nope, I don't.
Okay.
Usually we've relied on the what's
Taylor
that?
Lane.
That the Veiled Alliance and Uruk for kind of our arcane needs mob. So
None of
there's
them
a
tame, right?
no. They usually stick to home base.
Maybe one of the
So mob,
Templars.
one of our allies in the city is this secret group of wizards and sorcerers. Since arcane magic is pretty much illegal, but they're preservers. So like they're the good guys. They're the ones trying to preserve nature, not burn through it for more magic.
Cool.
So that's who we've been kind of using in the past for like things like needing to identify magic items.
Does anyone want these bronze armlet? We don't know it. We just know that it's kind of cold to the touch, but they do give you a +1 to armor.
Do I
Greek
need,
will.
And
Let's
they look
see.
fancy. They have carvings in.
do I need
It
any
did-
stats to wield them? Okay.
It did say that it was cold resistant on the paper.
Well, that's the enchantment, but that's unidentified. You don't know that.
Yeah,
Drake
you
would.
can't-
Drake would examine them. As you would notice, he does not wear any sort of armor, as his natural carapace does provide a pretty good amount of armor. And he eyes these, given that they're not armor, it wouldn't mess with that. Well, survival is really all about taking appropriate risk, but increased protection, that could come in handy. If nobody else wanted to, I would be interested to wear these.
Prince is fine
Yeah.
with that, given that you literally can't wear regular armor.
Yeah, alright. You can take the bronze armlets.
As you see him put them on his big arm, one of his two big arms, not one of his four smaller appendages.
Attack 4 times since you have 4 arms.
No, the little arms aren't big enough to do anything like cast spells or attack.
Do they have any claws on them?
They can hold
So
a
use
few
for like
things.
hitting a dagger or yeah.
I think they're
I
more like
imagine-
small manipulator arms, like if you were to use like a tool set,
Magic
like
hand.
fine tools or something.
Okay, I can. How do you
And is
want
it,
to
is it Fort
give this
Scones?
to
Is that the
you?
fort we're heading towards?
It is, yeah. It took me a minute, but I found the map I was looking for. I'm going to put that on a tile here just for extra reference. And then I have a little thing to do because you're going to detect something during the march.
What do my ranger spidey senses tell me?
They tell you that somebody's up ahead.
You have to say your
Okay.
ranger senses are tingling. Hold up, guys. My ranger senses are.
Tabletop crashed.
What the hell?
It did? Oh, it did.
Yeah, that was a different bug.
That's a weird crash.
They give you a small window.
Yeah, I've never seen that before.
Yeah, same.
The small window automatically closed on me though, so I don't know what it was, but I did see it pop up just for a second.
It was like trying to load an image and then it failed miserably.
Yeah, it's like a cache issue or something.
So given our normal luck with Tabletop Simulator, we've been doing great tonight.
There was a little trouble getting used to the scripting on the table initially, but what I did this time is I preloaded everything and just left it open in multiplayer form, so I didn't have to like load it up before you guys came in.
Nice.
So maybe that had something to do with it being functional when you got here. Alright, it's still telling me it's running. It's not running, stop. Well, what I can do is I can go into Discord, and I can drop this link, and you can look at the map. Alright, so here you can see, between Tyr, there's Fort Lanto, and then Fort Scones at the crossroads. You'll be arriving at Fort Scones. And Fort Scones is not very large at all. It's quite a small little place. It's got high walls for defense, but there's probably only 50 employees and additional 75 slaves that work for House Inica, the trading company. So this is like a merchant town, and they don't sell a lot of stuff. Like, this isn't that kind of merchant town. This is more of like a stopover where they can rest for the night and pick up traveling the next day, sort of a safe stopover along the road for the merchants.
And then then our next leg would be the road to Silver Springs.
Yeah, you're heading towards Silver Springs, and Uruk is coming down the road. So you can expect somewhere in between there you're going to encounter them, maybe around Silver Springs.
Okay.
Because that would be about the halfway mark, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Isn't one of our party members from Silver Springs?
Yeah.
Like Soul?
Yep.
Okay. And so, Mob, to add an extra twist, Vrensa's originally from Uruk as well, which has had some interesting RP issues.
The threat to the city.
Yeah, so we're from Tyr, if you see that on the map over on the left-hand side.
Still can't get my... I tried to rejoin. Let me see if I can get back into tabletop.
Hang on, it's not
It's
quite
in
up
Discord.
yet.
The map's up in Discord.
Oh, I see.
It's loaded instantly for me. Nice.
And depending on how much you got into the lore, Tyr is super important to this world because it has the only known iron mine on the planet.
Why haven't we been raided before?
Because we
Because
have
we
the
had a
only iron mine on the planet.
Damn, it did it again. Look at that.
Oh my fucking god. Yeah, forget it.
It really does not like this image for some reason. I don't know what the deal is.
Which image is it though?
It's this image of the map. I wanted to bring it into the game, but it's like,
Oh, wow.
fuck you, die, as soon as I try to load it in.
That's crazy. Let us know when it's ready to get joined. I get back.
Okay, well, I guess I'm just not going to try to load that. That's fine. So we can
And then
continue just sort of like RPing outside of the tabletop simulator. So, like, basically the army is approaching the town of Fort Sconce. Do you guys want to do anything, or do you just want to, like, roll up to it and say, hey, we're here?
yeah, probably.
If there's some stuff to sell in that pile, we can always sell it if you guys don't want it.
Yeah,
then
like
we
I
can
said, it's
just
not really a
split
town with shops. It's basically just a place to
Okay.
stop over.
I mean, we can
So we're just
resupply our food and
passing through,
water.
right?
Yeah. Make sure we have plenty of water and food for everyone.
Yeah. We requisition supplies in the name of Tyr.
Also,
Are
if
they
there's
part
some,
of the House of Tyr?
if
No.
there's some
Or
people,
not the house?
They're
oh,
they're
on the
allied with Tyr, aren't they? Though, aren't they like a vassal state of Tyr?
Nope.
Oh,
This
I thought
town
they
is
were.
entirely owned by the Merchant Guild of House Inica.
My apologies. I thought with
merchants.
the
So we can sell the items we had acquired.
Tabletop simulator is finally working.
that's what Ninja was just saying. It's the fort is owned by a merchant clan, but it's not like a city with shops. It's more like a stopover place at a crossroads.
There's tall walls, and inside there's stables and buildings to hang out, and warehouses to park all your goods and cargo and keep your animals out of the weather. However, there's not shops here. There's just a guild administrator and a variety of slaves and workers that make sure everything in the fort is running smoothly, so that the merchant caravans can come in and go out efficiently.
Darkstone has admins. Go ahead,
In the
sorry.
name of brevity, I'm just going to say it out of character, and I'm happy to roleplay it if that's what the answer is, and to just find out. But Drake is curious to speak to the, was it guild admin, or kind of whoever's in charge, to see if, like, hey, you got these big warehouses to leave equipment. We got a bunch of equipment we don't want. Maybe talk to your boss and just a flat fee. Or would that be kind of no luck?
Let's see. As a Thrycreen, if you try to approach the guild officer, the guards will prevent you.
Yeah, this world's
Food,
really, really
water.
racist.
He looks at you, racist.
Oh man.
The guards are going to stop you
Yeah.
and say, "What do you want, Creen?"
There you go.
Yes. What's wrong with that? He
The
looks at you confused, and then he just kind of shrugs. So, food and water?
They're going
Food
to
and
point you
water.
back to the main building where there's a well where water can be drawn, and they'll tell you, "You should have brought food with you. You can buy some from the quartermaster, but it's not cheap."
No, he was asking that towards the just towards the others in the group. More suggesting like, so we're just here to pit stop and move on.
Basically, yeah.
basically, yeah.
It is a safe
Basically.
walled encampment where you have no chance of being attacked by a random encounter during the night.
Shrugs and yeah.
We'll see. Well, at least we'll be safe for the evening, and we can replan.
Yeah.
Is there room for the army inside the walls?
Yes. Yeah, it's a
All
big
right.
walled structure, big enough to hold a couple of merchant caravans at a time, probably.
Do we have to pay for accommodations and resupply out of our own funds, or did the city make arrangements for such?
You brought like 2 weeks of food for everybody. So everybody's got food. There's a water supply here that you can use for free. So everything's pretty much covered. If you
All right,
wanted to
cool.
acquire additional food, there's a quartermaster there that will sell it to you at a standard price.
What about Skip?
Who?
Skip,
His dinosaur mount thing.
the flat dinosaur.
Ah, your flat dino. Well, when you come in riding a mount, their stables, and you can park your mount there.
You skip the flat dinosaur. Well, actually, I had people riding him, so he's fine. But I just want to know how he's doing.
All right. Yeah, he's fine. He's glad to be in out of the weather because that haboob rolls in and the powerful dust storm is real grating. It's like a sandblast, or anybody who's standing out in the open is going to get rubbed raw by flying sand particles.
Skip the flat dinosaur.
All right. Do you want to skip to the next morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a question for everyone in the party before we skip.
What's that?
Does no one remember him? Like, what happened?
Nope.
Like,
Please,
I
let's
remember
move
him,
on.
but it was just like a really short thing that didn't really get like.
so did like literally he just get wiped from existence and they just forget about him?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
He's gone.
he was not a new companion or anything. He was just like a joke.
If he wasn't important and I
Anyway.
didn't make a note about him, he existed for a moment and then disappeared.
He just died. I was like, wait a minute.
Just
What happened
think of
to him?
NPCs like that as fireflies. Here one moment, gone the next.
Like, he just died. And I was like, what?
So next morning?
All right. The next morning arrives. The sandstorm has finished blowing by about 8 or 9 in the morning. Everybody's had the morning to eat their breakfast and pack up the wagon, and everybody's equipped their armor and weapons, and they're getting ready to head out.
Eat my breakfast of dried meats, hardtack, and boiled water.
Hey, what happened to those like, gods, extra like Mifflin spearmen, like those extra armor and stuff? What happened to them?
It was equipped on people.
Oh, because I'm checking this one over here. It says like 8.
Talking about their cloth padded armor and bone to spear.
Yeah, so this group of 8 was given swords and Kank armor, which gives them 4 AC. So these guys got most of the gear you got from the Gith, these guys right here. And then the armor that they had was then passed down to these
Are the
guys.
spearmen using both the sword and spears? The 8
Or these
the
guys.
spearmen.
Using shields and
Yeah.
spears?
They probably can't use both at the same time. They could throw the spear and then fight with the sword.
Okay.
If you want to use them as a single shot ranged attacker.
D7 to Tharni irregular should be 8 now, because we moved one of the ones from the 10 group to over them, so that they could have the 8 armor.
Correct.
And then, yeah, and then they just moved. We just moved 2 of the from the 10s, moved their spearmen to the other one, and just made 12 just because we wanted them to have the 8 special armor.
Yeah, just because they had different stats. So different groups, different stats. All right. So then the next thing that happens is the next morning you set out from the walled city here and begin traveling east on the road to Silver Springs. And it's not long before Vrence's spider signal detects a thing on the road here.
My ranger senses are tingling, guys.
Your ranger senses are tingling. All right. So this time you're detecting a much smaller group than before.
Roughly what size and what distance?
Let's see here.
This is going to be my 20-minute warning as well, by the way, guys.
Yeah, we're almost done here for the night. Just a little bit more. I don't know if they tell me specific numbers here. Let's say 10.
Okay.
10 humanoids.
So I let the party know that there's a small group of 10 humanoids up ahead. I say, they're right on the road. Should we just keep advancing with the group, or should we scout ahead?
We're going to kill him?
We don't know who they are.
Do you want to? Should we do the same thing as we did before? I didn't change my
Yes.
spell, so I still have Pass Without Trace again.
They seem to be directly in
seems
the route of the
prudent.
army. On the road.
Are
Yeah, they're on the road. They could just be
coming
other
towards-
travelers.
It
It could be
seems
something
they are
else.
they are not an opposing army. It seems it is worth exploring.
Yeah, it's a small dust cloud on the horizon, headed this way on the road. All right. Well, if you do nothing else, eventually you will cross paths with what appears to be a merchant caravan. They got a mechalot pulling a wagon, and there's some caravan guards around, and then there's a merchant.
You should have killed him.
There's a bit of a pavilion on his wagon, and he's got a bunch of wares that are decked out around it. He
do you mean by
draws
wares?
closer to the army and waves to the group to parlay with your army. Let's see. So
Oh, there. You have
the merchant's
things
name
for
is
sale.
Kazal, and the caravan captain Kazal, and Delasva, a senior merchant of the Uwinjinjum House that I've never heard of, but it's headquartered in Rom, she says. They're going to
When
tell
in
you that they
Rom.
came from Altaruk via Uruk. But this was many months ago. They are now bound for Tyr. So Captain Kazal is an older man. His short hair shot through with white. Captain, he seems a little bit nervous, but because you were like on the road, he couldn't really avoid you. He hopes that your large group doesn't mean any harm to travelers on the road here. And he inquires what your deal is. And I guess you tell him that you're headed to battle with Auric, right?
Yep. And
Yeah.
I asked him, what is your intention here, sir?
We are merchants. We are carrying goods and wares.
Do you? And you come from?
We've been on the road here from Altaruk.
Have you seen the other army?
We've
walking
seen
into
no
this
armies
direction?
on the road.
Dang it, I can't get tabletop to load. My character, whose name I'm not brain farting right now,
Crick.
Drake, would like to insight check. If, like I said, my tabletop simulator is still acting up. If somebody can roll a d20
I'll
for
roll
me,
it.
I have a +7.
9 plus 7, 16.
Can I do an insight as well?
Sure.
Or assist him, maybe? Well, I don't know that he's doing it. So.
Can I would ask, how long have they been on the road since they were at Uruk? Like, how far back?
They left Altaruk a month ago. Or maybe more than a month ago. It's been a while. We've been traveling quite a ways.
Is Altaruk and wait, where's that in relation to like Uruk
It's
and
south
us?
of us. It's like a port city on a fork of the Silk Sea.
Okay, then that's not even like they wouldn't really even encounter Uruk then.
Nah.
They've got,
Never mind. Then.
according to the lore I'm reading, and I don't know how much of this is common or not, so if our characters would know it or not, but there's several merchant houses that are based in Uruk that have outposts in Altaruk.
Yeah, Altaruk is quite a ways south. So they came from Altaruk traveling northwest. They went through Fort Amber, and then they arrived here at Fort Scones. I guess you've only just left Fort Scones, so they're on the road a little ways outside of town.
And what are you transporting? What are you selling?
Yeah, that's a good
Because we were
question.
heading east, so I was like confused. I was like, if they're coming from the south, but we're going east, like.
Sorry. In the guide, it
Well-
says they're supposed to talk to you before you even leave. So maybe this is like at the gates or something.
Yeah, what are they selling? What are they hauling?
We're looking into it.
Yeah, it'd be useful if they told me that sort of information. They didn't, though,
Wait,
so
who-
I'll make it up. Give me a moment.
Wait, who left the? Oh, Casper left. And
Diamond was gone a while ago. Is Mob still not loading up? Or are you fine now?
I'm just getting fully loaded in. It might be that I'm on my mobile hotspot.
Okay. We all need promotions.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Is that merchant still here?
The merchant is explaining that he is a dealer in Remoraz ichor and rope, fine rope made of giant's hair, and he has a small quantity of the very rare tobacco.
Hmm.
Now,
He also
would Brenta
sells
recall? Go
bedrolls.
ahead.
How much does he sell the tobacco for?
50 ceramic pieces, and it's 10 pounds of tobacco.
And what does it sell for normally in like cities? Like, is he doing a better deal?
Yeah, I don't know. It's worth 50 CP. Whatever he can haggle for, he would try to get more.
I'm gonna go up to the merchant and just ask, do you have any information on the clean water Alpha tribe's leader?
Clearwater Elves?
Yes, the leader.
I don't know anything about the leader of the Clearwater Elves.
Damn.
Drake would approach the merchant cautiously, kind of from a distance, and just gauge his reaction, see if he freaks out or anything.
Nah, he's seen Thrycreen before, although it's strange that there's one traveling with this large group of humans and mole and dwarves.
Drake would approach and speak telepathically. Have you heard anything of an opposing army heading in this direction?
We've not. We came from Alteruk and we haven't heard the recent news. Tell us, what's going on between Tyr and Uruk? What's the gossip?
Well, the Emperor of Tyr is dead. The city is free.
Kalik has died? They can't believe it. There's shock on all their faces.
And Hurrik is trying to come to Tyr and take over, so we are here to defend him.
The iron mines for sure are the target.
What can they tell us of from what you know of the forces of Hurrik? How strong are they?
Well, we have no idea. We've heard that Hanuman is a fearsome combatant, though.
Is there a way to recognize him from distance?
Well, he's a sorcerer king, so I'd imagine he puts on quite a show when he enters the battlefield.
You really think that he would come down a road like this to battle us?
Personally, I don't know, but if the iron mines of Tyr are up for grabs, it might not be beyond the realm of possibility that he would go personally to deal with it. If so, Tyr's in trouble. Without their own sorcerer king to defend them, how are they going to oppose the power of a mighty sorcerer king?
Freedom!
Well, he's impressed that the city of Tyr has been freed and no longer has a sorcerer king. The news will spread, and he'll bring that news wherever he's going. Maybe he'll travel to Tyr. There could be business opportunities now that there's no longer a sorcerer king.
Absolutely. The merchants are running the city now.
Okay. Well, Kazal, thanks you for your information. You've been really useful. He'll tell you he's got to go. They have a schedule to keep. Do you have any questions?
Oh, I was going to go up to like Drake and see if he has any money on him so that he can buy stuff.
Wow, you're not going to try to sell him weed?
Oh yeah, speaking of weed, speaking of weed, I give him like 50 swag pieces, and I plant the weed plant inside my jaw. So it slowly grow, so I can sell more
tobacco.
Wait, do you actually have weed plants?
Oh yes, now I do. It's growing in my back pocket now.
I'll ask him though if he knows the roads from this area, because he's probably traveled through them.
To the east.
His trade route is Alteruk to Tyr. He was headed for Tyr. Now he's learned that Tyr had a revolution. He's pretty surprised about that.
Yeah. Do you know if there's any dangers towards the road on the roads going towards Eric that you might know of that we should be aware of?
Well, you'd want to stick to the roads. If you go out into the deserts, you're as likely to cross paths with a sand ray that'll swallow you up whole. So avoid that. You don't want to go out into the Silt Sea because there's giants that'll eat you. Yeah, really, the roads are the safest bet. I try to stick to the roads as much as possible. That way, you can get to town, make a profit, and get back without so much as a scratch on me. So far, we've been pretty lucky, me and my caravan here.
Well, thank you very much. for the
There have been
information.
rumors on the road of a band of Gith in this area. Hopefully, we don't encounter them.
I don't know about that. We took care of
Those aren't going to be a concern of yours.
We'll take care of those.
Maybe there's
Still
a
small.
there's a few stragglers that we didn't deal with though.
A few
They'll
got
fall
away.
out there.
Drake would look towards the merchant. Are there any other rumors?
Well. They've heard that the elves in the area have been acting up, performing a variety of raids. So if you're on the road, be careful of the elves.
Well,
Oh.
shit.
Thank you.
Do they know the tribe of elves? Elves?
Elves are elves. Doesn't matter to me.
Good to know.
Bunch of racists.
Well, also my guide doesn't say, as far as I can tell. It just says elves. Which is not helpful.
We're all the same, anyways.
Elf
I'm pretty
raiders.
sure.
Darn knife ears.
Now, they're probably from that one group. There's like one group that's really well known for raiding.
Yeah, I think that was it. The dancing one.
The
Forget what they
blade
are.
dancers or something like that.
Yeah, the blade dancers. I disguised myself as one of them back in like the slave camp.
Yeah, that's the one. The worst of the worst. They do nothing but raid. Raiding merchant caravans, nasty business.
Why work when you can steal?
Right. All right, so he's got a schedule to keep. He's headed to Uruk. You're headed to Silver Springs, so he will part ways with the army. Wish you well in your endeavor to fend off the army of Uruk, although he seems skeptical that you'll win.
Wow.
What are you gonna do? You're up against a sorcerer king. Everybody believes they are invincible and unkillable, so he might not even necessarily believe that Kalik died.
Drake is not
True.
currently committed to actually fighting with you guys.
That's true.
So we keep on going.
All right, you're traveling east for most of the day. Gonna roll the weather. See how
What is
hot
the
it gets
likelihood?
today. Oh my God, I rolled a 20.
20,000 degrees Celsius.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
The heat is brutal throughout the afternoon. The sun's beating down on you. Anybody wearing armor will probably want to take it off. Many in the group, the guys that you just gave armor to, they strip it off and carry it. They're not going to wear that.
What about light
I'm a
armor?
wagon.
Only medium and heavy really causes exhaustion. Light armor is not a problem.
Okay.
Hey yo, I'm good.
And it's his
Unarmored
first time
defense.
Light armor.
Okay.
Let me
Dirk's
just
sitting
dive
there with like
inside this,
19 armor, and all he's wearing is a bracelet.
What the hell?
Drake, I mean.
I'm gonna dive in a pool of
I
water.
take off my exoskeleton.
It's so hot, everybody requires twice as much water. Everybody's getting quite dehydrated as they travel.
Goodness, we re-upped on our water.
Does the wide brim hat that I bought help?
Of course, yeah, to a degree. Because everybody's got enough water, nobody has to make a check of any kind, so that's not really a problem. But taking your armor off might be if you get ambushed during the day.
I mean, what's gonna happen? A pack of blade dancers gonna come.
We can slow down the march too while we're under this. We're not.
And
gonna
it's
move
not like
full
my
speed.
It's not like my ranger sense works on anything other than my favorite enemies. So
Yeah, it's random
Yeah.
monsters or beasties, it won't help. But if it's like elves, those are humanoid.
Yeah,
So
those are
we're looking
humanoid.
out for the raiders that are
Yeah.
like planting ambushes.
A rumor
if it's
circulates
people-
through the army that one of Vildine's men is saying that the officers have all the good food and that we are forced to eat worm-riddled, maggoty, nasty food. Why are the officers getting the good food?
We purified all the food. Everybody's equal. Remember,
Yeah, we did do that purify. Remember?
every single food is the same.
All right.
has
Well,
food.
don't try to convince me. Try to convince one of Vildine's men.
Where the hell are they?
Where are you finding these worms? I want proof of these worms.
Yes.
I want to eat these worms.
It's probably one of those guys that are like planting worms in the food at the restaurant.
You
It's like,
forgot
oh,
the pickle. It's like that guy from SpongeBob. You forgot the pickle.
There's
It is.
a roach in my food. I'd like my meal for free.
I'm gonna say, if any of y'all have worms in your food, then bring it inside of a pile and we will purify it. Do not be afraid of ask.
All right. So you go purify some food for these Tirthani irregulars and improve the morale a little bit.
Wait, they were Turthanians people?
I thought Vildine, isn't it Vildine Tirthani?
Yeah, I think it is.
I'm pretty sure it is.
I mean, any bit of help. Like, don't be. If any moment they need stuff to be purified, don't. That's why I'm telling them. Don't be afraid to ask if they need stuff.
Unless we're out of spell slots.
Now you can cast as a ritual, just takes 6 minutes.
Oh shit. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Just keep asking.
Yeah. Just keep asking. It'll take a few minutes, but we got it.
Wait, who can cast purify food and drink?
Druids.
Basically all druids.
Yeah,
That's
it's
the
perfect.
priest.
And now we have 3 of them. Decreases the time even more.
I think the water clerics can cast that spell as well.
Yeah, I like purified food. Water mostly.
I think druids and clerics can all do it.
All right.
No, not fire. Not the fire.
Yeah, okay.
Some of the others.
You
Cannot
travel.
cleanse food with fire.
You travel for the entire day, and then you make camp. It was an uneventful day. You didn't encounter the elves. Once you make camp, everybody's eating their meals around the campfires that they've set. The Templars in the wagon are telling stories to each other and playing music to pass the time. A number of guardsmen patrol the area, the spearmen looking left and right, making sure there's no creatures in the wilderness that might do us some harm. Everything is quiet for most of the night until late into the evening.
Does it
So
cool down
here's
during
a
that time?
question. This happens at 3 a.m. So Varenza, what's your sleeping pattern? Are you sound asleep during the night?
Vrenza's probably sound asleep during the night, but and I don't know how this would work rule wise because I don't want to give Daggermaw like exhaustion levels. But Daggermaw, there's these pet traits, and so the trait that I rolled for Daggermaw as a personality trait is where is it? Hold on.
It's a danger. Wake up the owner.
It's similar to that. It's like hold on, I'm trying to find it right now.
And to be honest, I would probably be awake too because of my elven trait. It only allows me to be asleep like 4 hours.
You don't even go to sleep, do you? You just meditate. That's
Right,
Yeah,
okay,
basically.
so-
No, I would be awake somewhat.
So Daggermaw has a positive and a negative trait. Her negative trait really hasn't come up yet, which is if there's food left unattended, I eat it. But her positive trait is I stay alert so others can rest. So I don't know, obviously she's getting rest as well. So I don't know if that just increases her odds or she's kind of like, sleeps with one eye open kind of thing. But she's got her trait that I rolled is she's kind of extra alert when the rest of us are resting.
All right, but you're not doing your 5
No,
mile
I-
ping at night.
No, that would require me having to wake up every hour to do that. So I'd probably do it, when it's my turn to keep watch type of thing, and when it's, when I wake up in the morning and in the evening, but not, waking up every hour throughout the night.
Yeah.
Do we have
Um,
guards that are like doing a round to survey overnight? And is it
Yeah.
cooler as well? Can we put back our armor around that time?
Well, when night falls and the sun has set, it does cool down quite a bit, although it's still fairly warm, even at night, after the intensity of the heat during the day.
Oh, that's perfect. You don't sleep, you'll be perfect.
Yes. Thrycreen do not sleep. I remain inactive and motionless in an inactive and motionless state rather than sleeping. But in this state, while I appear inert, it doesn't render me unconscious, and I can see and hear as normal.
Hmm.
And me, on the other hand, I'll be like awake after like us going to sleep at around like what 9 maybe. I'll be awake back up at like 3. So like 4 hours of sleep, I wake up, do like a little routine check, and then go back.
Okay, so a major thing is going to happen. So around from, I want to say like 2 a.m. until 3 a.m., large force of elves was moving in this direction, and they move about 4 miles an hour. And so they come across the camp of your party, like your war camp, at 3 a.m., and they're going to stealth in, and they're going to murder the shit out of your guards. So you're going to lose a bunch of guards, but Dagger Maul will start barking, and Mob will already be awake, so you'll be like one of the first to react. I don't know if you want to like scream or raise an alarm of some kind.
Oh yeah, no, he would raise an alarm as soon as he sees like the first time he sees a guard go down. Or what, should he roll perception or anything? Or
no, I'm
he's
just gonna
just
say
gonna
because you were awake, you're gonna be aware enough to see it start to happen. So 50 elves attack your army of 300, and I really don't want to do that as a turn-based combat because it's gonna take a century.
50 elves.
50 elves versus 300 Tyrian army warriors.
I hate the elves. I'm gonna love this combat encounter.
I don't know if I want to do it as combat. I might do it as a series of rolls with tactical decisions that you guys can make. I'll think about that until next week, so that
we are going to massacre these elves.
Because there's really no reason that we should do this as like a turn-based combat. There's just way too many units involved. But we can do it sort of tactically. Do it a little bit like a chess match where the forces are fighting against each other. Maybe we'll do some individual attack rolls for your characters in the section that you're fighting in, but for a lot of the army, it's just going to be glossed over quite a bit to save time, I think.
There's going to be like strategic combat rather than like.
I'll say like there's like 40 elves fighting like 200 of your army in this section, and there's some attacking here, and then you'll have like a little skirmish where you're actually gonna fight them. That'll be like your part of the battle, and then I'll tell you what happened in all the other parts of the battle.
Wait, Ninja.
Yeah.
What's the likelihood of a player dying during this entire war thing?
I don't know. It depends on you, the risks you take, and the threats you encounter. So, Dark Sun is dangerous. You can die, but if you play safe, you won't.
So we're calling into next week then?
Well, it's midnight where I'm at, and that's usually the time frame. 8
here too.
Until midnight, and I know Psychofrog's got work in the morning and stuff, so he can't stick around anymore.
Yeah.
I gotta be up at 2:45 in the morning, and I got a mad girlfriend back in the apartment.
Fun.
Yeah.
Well, just tell her you had a really great time playing D&D, and all your new D&D friends said, "Don't be mad."
Yeah, that'll totally work.
That'll totally work. All right, everybody out there in Twitch land, thanks for watching. I'm gonna sign off here. Until next time. Anybody else got any final words?
Good night. See you guys next week.
Death to the elves.
Combat. We kill all the elves.
Death to the elves.
We got a new person in the list of viewers. Feet is watching.
Anybody want to buy some weed?
I don't have a fetish for that.
Toe Ropes is here again. Is that one of us? Toe Ropes.
Who?
I guess that's a viewer, I guess. And Viral Hazard. Thanks for watching. All right.
Hey, yo, that's me.
Oh, that's you. All right, cool.